Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to SMS Live. What's up, D-Rap? How you doing, fam?
What up? What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
I bet.
Froggy's in here, too. What's going on, Frog?
Yo, what's up, boys?
What's going on,
What's up,
family?
Froggy?
I just left a live space. I'm like, I gotta go. My boys need me. I gotta go.
Dude, I appreciate it. Let me get this music off real quick. Yeah, I wasn't sure how this was going to go, but I definitely if I ain't got nothing going on Saturdays, I want to start, doing live streaming, doing something like this, because me and D-Rap even have talked about doing this, but doing like a fight commentary thing, like a watch party type thing. And there's fights on this weekend, so I don't know what time they start, but
where are they? I don't even know where they're at this week.
That's
I have no idea. I'm gonna look it up actually. Let's see. But yeah, if you guys are watching in here, we got like 15 people in here. We do appreciate all your support, but we need to get a couple more people on the bracket itself so we can, play a couple rounds if we decide to get there. There is one Say NFT that is up for grabs, and some funding came in. So if we get more people in here, I might add into it as well. So shout out to the Say Networks, Say Foundation, Gitcoin, all of you guys, more importantly, because if you guys don't show up, none of this shit matters at all, and we don't get to the next level. But this is probably the biggest funding that I, support that I've got from a blockchain, from a project, from the whole thing. And I don't know, dude. I was sitting there walking to the store, like just to grab a couple things, and I looked down, I was like, oh shit, that's not the same number it was last night at all.
It's like, there's more there. Hold up.
Yeah, I was like, very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. I'll take this. So
that was actually the space. We were talking about the creator. Congratulations, man! Happy for
Thank
you.
you.
Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
good shit.
Yeah, it's fucking, that's major, because there's just certain, I said this last time live, if we don't get the funding in, then we're gonna lose the branding and all of this, it's gonna go away, because I stopped doing things completely out of pocket. If this isn't if I can't make this work from the hard work and everything I put into it by either trading, selling, or somebody paying for work or something like that, you know what I mean? Then it has to go back a little bit. I don't want to put too much into it, because the time alone is more valuable than the money. The money, it'll
Right.
come and go, but your brand, your impact should be bringing that value. And if you haven't found a way to monetize it, or you haven't got there yet, that's, for me, it would just be a sign I have to push harder. I have to do more. I have to get to that point. Now I know for the rest of the year, I have it set up to an account where it'll use, where'd Froggy go? Did you just message in here, Frog? Is that new?
No,
I said that before. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay. I just saw it pop up on one of my screens. Look at this. But everything's paid for now. All of my tools, subscriptions. I'm gonna be ordering a new for IRL stuff. I'm gonna do this as quick as I can for Denver, but it's gonna be the Ray-Ban Metajohns, so I can wear the dragon costume, and hopefully the teeth and shit will be hanging over top.
I'll be fine.
That should be good. But it's stuff like that. Certain tools will make your quality better. This microphone's not too bad. I know it could be better. And working with Dubious, we're able to find that I might need to get a different cord or something like that. But we'll be able to upgrade things like that. Listening to Chris when he's kind of going through, and wait, what was I looking up on here? I totally forgot. UFC fights.
Oh, the prelim started at 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
But talking to Chris and seeing him roast people, it's that stuff's not to make fun of you or make you feel bad. You should be able to laugh at yourself and take direct criticism from that. It should be a positive, deal with that. He told me he's going to be fucking roasted. Hold on a second. Roasted me soon, so I'm like, oh, here we go. It's been 3 years of being roasted. I'm not worried about it, but it'll be funny. But honestly, I'm I feel like my content's good. I'll see where I can pick up. But that's the good thing about having community. And when I work with somebody, or if I do anything with anybody, I ask them straight up. I'm like, yo, what do you give me direct feedback? When I was with Yay Finance for January, I met with the dude, Cactus Boop or whatever. And I was like, give me some, direct feedback. And he was like, just your timeline, sentiment. He was like, sometimes you're a little dark. And I was like, oh, that's just my personality. That's going to come with it sometimes. So I got to be honest with you. And he laughed. He was like, I guess, but that's the only thing I could say. So I'm not opposed to it. So here we go. All right. So is this the page? Yeah.
Yeah.
In there. versus Rodriguez. Is this a new somebody stepped in or something like that and somebody had a bail?
Honestly, I don't pay attention a lot to the fight nights, so I don't know who was the main event.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I know there's some announcement. I don't know if it was relevant to this or not. So haters, dude, I feel like that's such
He's
a
back.
step.
I'm dead.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
These are just the upcoming fights. I want to see this. Pereira versus Ankalaev.
Yeah, that should be good.
This should be a good fight right here. Vittori, he's always pretty exciting to watch.
If he takes him to the ground, he'll take Pereira out. But if he stands up Pereira's
Not a chance.
bro.
Not a chance. If he fights him on his feet, dude, like I have a hard time seeing him lose that battle. He's just too good.
Animal. Unless John
Yeah.
Jones comes back down, but that's not happening.
Well, yeah, if he went up, like there was talk about that, he'd be a small heavyweight, but he could make it. All right, this one's
I
interesting.
know there's a lot of body up there.
I know. It is a different world, and like you can see, not a good, like as technical of a fighter, just be a bigger guy, and like we've seen that happen. It's like you might be a beast, but like that guy crushes your face or your body. Like you gotta deal with that. But this is pretty good. Edwards versus Della Maddalena.
Yeah,
Maddalena.
I like it. Hold on, let me see.
I don't know. I usually miss these two, but let's see the card. Oh, I can get that. I got some other things I gotta do. All right. Well, we can get some other people who are what we need. One more person to play like one round.
Yeah, to start off a bracket. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I want to see this. I like Calvin Kattar a lot. Edmund Shabazian's a good one.
those are tonight's fight.
Yeah, results tonight. Oh, we got fucking Andre Petrosky. He's Philly guy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He came from the like our little circuit, our fight area. A lot of my good
Underdog.
friends. What's that?
He's the underdog.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is a big guy, but he's a fucking beast. He's a beastly ass, hardworking motherfucker. Like a lot of my friends train with their team, their camp up in Philly and like Jersey and shit like that.
Where is dope?
Angela Hill's still fighting. Wow, she's been in this shit for so long.
I'm surprised that there's still a lot of girl fights, bro. They've been so whack lately.
Yeah, they've been kind of sad.
Tina, Ronda.
Yeah, all like the
Juliana,
superstars talent and
yeah.
shit like that. It's like it's not there.
Definitely not there right now.
Oh well, we'll see what happens with this. 4 p.m. on ESPN Plus.
You had the bar ready, Froggy?
Hey! Whoa! No! I don't do that kind of thing. I'm being responsible.
He said it's 5 o'clock somewhere, boys. Let's go.
I'm locked in. Going over some stuff right now, actually, and I'm chilling right now. I'm doing some going over some numbers, to be honest with you. But I'm just chilling. No bar, no drinking, no nothing crazy yet. Nope.
I didn't say nothing about drinking, bro.
At the bar, come on.
I was working at the bar. That's all. I was just there working.
Exactly, you know?
I mean, I played that tournament at the bar. I guess that counts.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm interested in this conversation, the death of Solana. So I am gonna pause this real quick. I do want to kind of like talk about this, see what you guys think, or see if you heard anything.
Nah, I stay away from the slime trenches as much as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing new, to be honest. It's just
Right.
like people starting to realize what they're
The
actually
obvious
buying.
shit. Yeah.
Because
That's
like
100% how I feel. I think it's people starting to realize, like, hey, we are in a that one sucks. Let me go back here. I've been kind of saying it for a while that like I'm retiring from the trenches. Like this isn't the place to be. Like the people that are winning, they have so much capital that like the losing doesn't matter. Like when Easy posts like $2,000 loss, no big deal. 10 grand loss, no big deal. When Clemente posts 30 sold loss, like it is what it is. But like he also was posting like I think I'm done. fucking with this shit. And then he's like the third or fourth person. Another one of them, a really good meme coin and notable like meme coin traders was the dude Josh, like, and he's like his coin Kobe, like they can't do shit with it. And like it doesn't matter what your community is anymore because your own community and some of the people inside that shit, they're dumping anyway. Like they're taking their profit because they're tired of the shit. You're seeing every single coin like get liquidity extracted because everybody's chasing the next one, the next runner, the next thing. And it's through the roof. And like I think people are so exhausted on that point, like just to see the best traders just not really even focus on like, do you realize what you're putting out there to the public? Like you're gambling hundreds of thousands of dollars weekly, monthly, and it's at no concern to you, but there's other people getting completely wrecked and destroyed. Like it's not a good connotation on the space. Like when's the last time you went to, not you guys, but somebody goes to their space and you learn something? I started saying back in the end of the summer into like going into the like Halloween season or something. I was like, yo, I can't even go to my favorite people's spaces anymore because it's them flexing their bags, how many, X's they got last night or whatever they flipped. Like it's just that. Like they're not talking about, token 22 extensions. They're not talking about the SPL 404. Like all of that shit went out the window. All of the tech that we worked for a year and a half, and the devs like decided to build on Solana because of the scalability, the speed, the efficiency, the community, like all of that shit is still here. The value's not gone. So for me, I've been talking about this and I wrote it down so I can go through it today. It's going to be Solana, Spot, LST, a couple meme coins like Bonk, and like those kinds of plays where it's like, well, that's like I did a video on this 4 years ago. It's still relevant. And then NFTs, that's a question mark. I have no, like when people talk like AK swears to God by NFTs, I'm like, your own founder is fucking people over and doesn't give two shits about like the NFT thing. Even Magic Eden refers to it as a meme coin NFT. Sure, the culture's there, but there's a fucking culture around SafeMoon. Does that mean anything? Nah.
I mean, I do think that NFTs are better than meme coins. No offense, Froggy.
Well, they're essentially the same
Right.
thing.
Right. Well, I think there's
yeah.
like two buckets. There's two buckets of meme coins. You have like your meme coin that had like a bunch of insider information and like a TGE pre-launch that's like legit not built or designed to last any sort of time at all. And then you have a community coin like Frog or like Fwog on Solana. Like you have a community that's actually like the coin, sure, it's in the meme coin category, but like their main focus is community. I like separating like a pure degen meme from a community coin.
Well, I'm
like,
with you on that because there's a very clear line. Like I can't even put you in the category because like you're here and like go ask, go to the top 10 trending ones and be like, can you get your founder to come hang out with the community and talk about anything? And it's a no, and it's a CTO or it's a team.
Yeah, some shit.
You know what I mean? It's not like even that Ron dude, he launched one and everybody was all bullish on that UFD shit. I'm like, he literally said, I'm a 54-year-old new crypto investor that launched a coin in 3 hours, and people are expecting him to know what to do, how to be safe, and to do the right things for this coins, but he didn't. So other people had to jump in and explain things and do things and buy the like the banners, the ads, and all that shit. Like they had to help with that, and at that point, I was like, get your money and get out. This guy has no idea what he's doing. And as soon as he gets to that point, he's taking his money. And if it gets bad, like, why would he ride it all the way down? Like, people think that there's this pride of like, oh, I'm going to sink with this ship. Well, when these guys that are brand new, and again, this isn't the same, like you were just saying, these aren't the same category as like a Froggy token. Like this guy's here playing weekly, showing up, showing us ways to use the DeFi to our advantage. Like, so we can get that. And that's some of the stuff that we need to talk about. But when you have a coin like that, where the guy's like, I just got into this. I'm a TikToker. I don't know much about what I'm doing. I'm carrying, jumping onto the bandwagon right now. As cute as it was, like, that was crazy. Like, I told all the people that listen and take real advice on Moonshot, the small little crowd of people I have. And I was like, get in and you get, a couple of X's, get the fuck out. And they made some money and they got out. And I was like, now let $20 of it sit in there. If it continues to run, that's the lottery. Right now, you just did a smart investment. But then you got these people like, nah, I'm all important. Like, nah, it's all the way to no. Diamond Hands is gone because That was a Doge. That was a fucking Shiba. That was that era. That was when NFTs came out. Diamond hand that bitch because we're building. On Say, you're in a diamond hand situation. I would say for example, your share at Drill Club, they're over here now. I would diamond hand the fuck out of that project because it's relatively inexpensive. And they just came over here. It's an already proven solid, team. All they're going to do is grow on top of what is like churning right here. And right now, I was spot on when I said, look, this is early Solana vibes, and a lot of other people said, yeah, I agree. That's the same thing I see over here. Like, I don't have any reason to use the DApps or to think like it's not like it's only possible on Solana anymore. That's gone too.
But do we
Like,
want to be compared to Solana?
No,
The
It's
way
not.
it's ending right now?
no.
No, not to the meme coin side of things, but to the like. So Solana has the reputation for meme coins, but they have the experience and the proof of work when it comes to DApps and what's possible from those ends of things. Say's expanding past that and moving, like growing onto that. Like, I don't think Say will adopt the meme coin culture the way that Solana has because of how much liquidity, why people don't like think about it like this. When I came over here, people's first thing was, oh, there's no liquidity on meme coins. I'm like, great, I don't give two fucks about meme coins. I'm not here for meme coins, but are there coins established? Are there communities here? And they're like, well, yeah. And this, I said, all right, great. That's going to be part of what I'm going to learn. And that's where I start to see like the Millie, the Frog, the fucking, I can't think off the top of my head right now, but the coins that I cover every single day, like the ones I
Chips.
spotlight. Chips, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Like people that are active. Like I don't care if they're not as active, but just active enough, doing things, building things. Like I don't see Chips because they're algo as much, but there's also something they built and put onto Web3 that you can access, that you can integrate with, and then you can use. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't wait for permission for Cappies to say, hey, can we launch a coin? They're like, hey, we're gonna launch a coin and show support and what we like about this chain. You know what I mean? It's not just the dick shit piss rock state president like coin.
And
so,
like all the coins you talked about, Sean, like none, like all these Solana coins you talked about, the difference in them and the four you just mentioned that are on Say, one of the main differences, like not a single one of them would have survived these last 3 months of a down market. They were only in it because they were making bags. They would have never been able to push a community through 2 months of a bear market. No chance. Like what Say has. There's no chance.
There was a lot of fronting, like, oh, this is the CTO, this is a community-led project. I'm like, no, it's not really the way it is. It's like a cabal of people saying this shit to get you in there because like a coin like Gobi that was supposed to have 80 to 90 artists in there. Like I went in to run spaces and just volunteered all my time. And their community is like, what are you doing? Who are you? Why are you here? I was like, bro, you need to be on the timeline. And this is a real community. You can't just be sitting in here in the trenches. Nobody knows that you motherfuckers exist. You got to come out here. And like they didn't show up and they give me like pushback. I was like, all right. I told everybody, I was like, drop your bags right now unless you truly believe in this, because I can't vouch for this team. I can't vouch for these people or this community, and I'm not going to support it. I like the idea, but they're pissing away an opportunity right now, and I don't think this is all as legit as they are making it look to be. And the longer I just was here, it's like it's the same people jumping from one to another. We saw like things like Kobe. I made an example to people like, why did that price run up the way it did? Well, Ansem asked a girl to put a certain thing in her PFP, and she did. He bought the coin, sold off from the top, and everybody else did down to a certain point, and we got to a like the same exact entry point 3 months to the T, and it was like, damn, that's exactly when that shit happened. And then you go look at both their accounts, and Kobe's not in there. None of that shit is relevant again. But look how many people probably got fucked along that journey. And
so
many. Who's fucking winning?
That's the problem with the whole cycle. And like my Ethereum friends gave me shit for the longest time because they were like, why are you doing this on Say, man? You could have literally made multiple millions already on these other blockchain. Because like if you're willing to put up like 30 to 50 grand of your own money, you can make $1 million coin on Solana. Like just by, getting a group of people together and, pumping it yourself. And that's what they do. But like what I'm trying to do is so different that people can't wrap their head. I'm trying to help like the newer people to crypto, like the onboarding. I'm trying to make it as fair as possible. Right. And like that's just not seen yet in this crypto space. Like everybody's still in degen mode, but I think they're going to get tired of that. Like what you're saying, Sean. Maybe it's even starting to happen. I don't pay that close of attention to it, but like people are going to get tired of like seeing the same guys getting rich over and over while they're working their ass off, right? And
Yeah, well,
they're trying to find the alpha. They're in all these groups. They're literally trying their hardest, and
well,
they're
that's
still
where we were. That's
Yeah.
where the things were flourishing because like everybody was running back to the Discords. You'd go back and like, so the way that things kind of were back when before meme coins were here, it was NFTs, it was DeFi opportunities, it was, you know, just the alpha in the space of like how that shit goes. Yes, everything has to evolve, but we had games, we had like actual games on Web3 where you'd have to sign, you'd have to do these lures, and it was just fun to be here and take part of these. Was everybody interested? No. But it opened up the opportunity for people to check it out and get in there. We saw that, you know, the downside of that was the people at the tops, they were farming them, they were, you know, given assets, it was all a corrupt scheme to begin with. It was another Ponzi, it was buying in. We saw how that worked. Like, look at that game. There was this SPL, or not SPL, it was a idle game where the chimps, I forget what, the heist, you know, you could get yield back. Like, people are like, the way it used to be is like you stake this thing, it generates money from the fees or whatever, and then that goes to the token. Like, there was ways where you had fun and you can get paid out, but people were gaming it so much and connected, and then people started realizing if we start to push these and incentivize these already popular people, and then that cabal was already formed. There was a circle of like, you had what's his name, fucking the skinny ass crackhead looking motherfucker, Jakey. He was like, you know, like the jackass looking guy that got the attention from the Web 2, but like those motherfuckers don't care about the Web 3 shit. So like that never transferred over the right way other than attention. Well, people misinterpreted the attention the way that Kaido is showing the difference. Like, if it's not valuable, it's not going to make an impact on that project. You're just going to get attention and people to buy, and you're going to leave. And then while you leave from underneath everybody else, you're going to start here. Now these people are stuck holding, and then now this community's bigger, and you're not even you're not even over here anymore. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, you can see that they're just in here for themselves to keep taking from other people and misleading people. And it's like, people just say, oh, that's the game. I'm like, no, it doesn't have to be the game. Like, it doesn't have to be that way, but we're seeing the same exact people, you know, showing up. Like, one of the things I noticed was when I got to Miami, I was like, damn, a lot of the Solana cabal people and like the Solana influencer people are like trying to work their way into Say right now. Like, the ones that are already prominent, already figures, already being sent to these events to cover them and stuff like that. They're trying to work their way in because I think that they see the exhaustion on Say. I think that they understand the same thing I see, or on Solana. I think they see like, hey, there's nothing that's like coming out. Like, if you go look at news, if you go look at articles, you go to the Solana Foundation, if you look at any of the tech that's been released, sure, there's people that can use it. It's available, but it's not being talked about. Nobody is interested in that stuff because of the meme coins. What's the ticker? Come trade with me. Here's my referral code for this. Like, it's just trenches. It's just the same shit cycled over and over and over again. It's a new name. And it's like 10x this, 100x this, 1000x there. It's like, none. What value is this creating?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you see the same creators doing the same bullshit, pulling the same tricks, when it's like, sure, you can get attention, but that bringing value, you're starting to see that some of the people at the top never really were valuable to begin with. They were just advertisements that worked and got people's attention.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You have there's no
Right.
sustainability there. There's no value being brought. And the thing that I think Say sees is like, what's the impact and the value like offer? Is it can't just be one, because what do you have? And like, Say will be the first to say, yes, we have to ship. Yes, we have to deliver this.
Yeah.
But this is where we're headed. This is what we got cooking. And I mean, again, you're at the bottom right now where everybody's talking about how rich they are. And if all you got is money, like, what do you really have?
Right. I think Say, right? Like in both of you, like, tell me if you disagree, because I think Sean will agree with this, and I think maybe you will too, D-Ra. I think they're taking a good route by targeting like the younger, like the starters, the hungry, like the people that don't have like all these massive bags and in it for the money. Like they're offering money to high school and college kids that are hungry on the grind, looking for
Yeah.
opportunity. I think stuff like that, that's literally what you want. You don't want somebody to come over here and be like, yo, can you give me some money? I have 100K followers and I'll post your thing and you'll make a lot of money and then we'll, do whatever. But like
Yeah.
that doesn't last, right? It's not sustainable. But if you give a 20-year-old kid an opportunity to build a platform and make money himself and put that fire in him, that will last. You get what I mean?
Well,
That has
here's another
sustainability.
thing with
Yeah,
the
go
like,
ahead.
if you give somebody the platform, it doesn't matter the age at this point. Like, there's people out here that have experience that are more mature to not make the stupid ass decisions and follow some of the trends where they're like, yeah, I have a real job. I'm not desperate for this. I don't need this. Like, there's two sides
For
of that
sure.
coin. And I think that is like where people that are mature enough to see the opportunity, not willing to, go all in and try for this opportunity. Like, I don't need Web3. It enhances. It's what I like. It's passion. Like, that's where I want to go full time.
Right.
But
That's
I
the
have
same here.
secured. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have everything secured on this end. If this goes belly up, I'm good. I can continue to dollar cost myself into all of these positions and ride it up to the next fucking cycle. Like, I'm not hoping that retire my bloodline with this. Like, I'm not going all in on fucking.
Well, that's just a catch. That's just a catch thing. These guys aren't retiring their
Right,
bloodline.
dude. But there's people that are really trying to do that kind of shit. Like, I'm watching it, man. I'm telling you straight up, there are people that are really thinking like, I got to do it this time, and it might not only be with meme coins. They're trying to find a way. Like, they're swearing that, hey, if I buy these NFTs by the end of this run, like, I don't know that liquidity goes back to that level where you'll say like, I bought here and it went up to here. Like, you got to
Nobody
buy.
does. Nobody does. Yeah, and like the majority of people trying to get the quickest gains are going to get the quickest losses. That's just what's going to happen to them, and
100%.
it's going to happen to them over and over and over again, and they won't be able to help it until they realize that they need to invest in something that has staying power. If it doesn't have any staying power,
Put the
you're gonna-
fries in the bag, man.
yeah, that's what it's going to be. Like, that's what it's going to be for real, though. Like, if you don't have staying
honestly,
power,
those are going to be the most successful ones the next round if they learn from their mistakes. The people that find humility when they know how they got to that top, where they understood like, hey, I could make this kind of impact. Why don't I bring value with it? Or why don't I try to find a way to grow and cultivate a better space rather than just take as much as I can? Like, there's people in the timeline, you
they
see
just
their
get
names.
so greedy, man. They just get so
Bro,
greedy.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I've been here for almost a year. I haven't taken nothing yet, bro. It's
Same.
crazy.
Same. Like the frog token, what Sean said is so important. Like the tokens that survived, like the Millie that he mentioned, the chips, like we didn't take any funding out of because like if Frog doesn't make any money, that's okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not the point of it. It's a community building project. It's not. I didn't launch it to make personal gain myself. I launched it to build one of the best communities in Web3. Like, if it makes me money eventually, whatever. But like right now, I'm not taking any money out of it. I don't need money from this project. And if you don't, that gives you the freedom to build freely. You get, and you're not in especially on Say, because everything's such a low market cap. If you're taking money out of your own project, like to pay for whatever your IRL expenses, there's not enough liquidity there. You're hurting your holders every time, and then your holders are like, man, my price keeps going down, and you can't expect them to hold because they're gonna have to sell too, because they keep opening their wallet and they're like, well, it was $100, now it's 90, now it's 80, right? And they're like, well, I'm out, and you can't.
And their founders fucking flying to the next fucking conference or the next meetup or the next meet and greet, and they're just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm dead air serious. So this is the kind of shit you see, and it's like, how am I struggling when these guys are living large? Like, I went through that a couple times. Like, why am I fucking not making it? And all of these people in this chat seem to be crushing it. Like, is that a skill issue? Sure, it's a skill issue. It's also you're only as strong as your weakest link. And if I come out of this and say, yeah, everybody up top was fucking making it, I kept telling them like, yo, help me like figure out what I'm fucking up on. And it's like, oh, you just gotta wait for it. Oh, you gotta be patient. Oh, it's a skill issue. Like, I don't think you guys realize that like maybe this is a gambling situation right here, and like that's the problem. But I don't know. You learn, you live.
One of the things I like about both of you guys here, is like you'll be real with it. Like if you don't like something, like I watched one of your videos the other day, and like Sean, you're probably one of the only people on the entire network that would say, I don't really care for the Saiyan token. Like, everybody's like, people get afraid to voice their opinion because they're worried about like, oh, this guy may be mad
Yeah.
or this guy be mad. It's important. And people like watching this right now, however many people are watching, like, they want to know how you really feel. They don't want to know some bullshit about like,
Right.
hey, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, they don't want the AI take of what's going on, right? They want to
Yeah.
know like how you feel about it. Would you actually buy it? Would you pull up to the skate park and be like, hey, there's this coin that I think is pretty good. If you want it, then why are you selling it to your friends online? Like, why are you pushing it to your friends? If you
Dude,
want
I
it,
made a post. I
Yeah, go
literally
ahead.
made a post because of some of the people that are in this space and the opportunity with. I have friends that are professional skaters. I'm like, why don't you just like put some of this effort into learning about this and make content and just put a clip at the end and be like, bloop, this thing, whatever. And then people will ask about it. That's advertisement 101, like just plugs like that. And the skateboarder thing made me think about that. But I don't know. That's just been me. I've been somebody. I don't pull my punches. I don't, bite my tongue, and I don't put my hands over my mouth when I got something to say. Like, the best thing about this is being authentic and open. Like, my reason for not liking saying is like their direction or their focus is not directly in, say they're split because they're looking for other places of liquidity, which I understand. And then you have other tokens where they'll hit you up in the DM and say, hey, we're not doing too much publicly right now because of the situation of the markets. We want to stay in direct communication, and we're looking forward to, collaborating when we get to a higher stage. As long as they're open with that, cool. You got an open opportunity to hit me up anytime and we can collaborate. But if you just shut up until like it's cool and it sounds like it's a great idea, like, I'm likely not even to respond or just say, no, thank you, I'm not interested at this point. But we have people like you that are showing up. You have Chips. You have other ones that are showing up, and they're willing to hang out. They're building. They're trying to find ways. Like, you were showing me that you were sending some of the people from, other countries that are at these events with some merchandise just so they can show up and show some support. That might mean the smallest amount of anything to somebody else, but it could be somebody else's entire world. And if that person can like transfer over that feeling, that emotion they got from Web3, from a community, again, not talking about the profits or anything with that, just saying, hey, I'm part of this. This is the opportunities.
Yeah,
like
sure.
Maybe buying into, Froggy isn't going to make you $1 million, but learning how to operate in the DeFi side of things is what that exchange
Right.
was.
Right. And like,
saying?
I hope to make community members like the Frog Project, the whole community, the guys who own we hope people make millions of dollars. We really do.
Right.
But we can't promise that. But what we do
you
promise that other projects can't is we show up every damn day and go to work, and other projects don't. So like, if there's gonna be a token that makes it, we're gonna make it, right? We're not giving up. We're not gonna stop. Like, if we have a bad day, so what? If we get faded from this thing, so what? If we get, like, we're not gonna stop because we believe in what we're doing. And like, as far as
Well,
like the merchandise thing in Africa that you touched on too, like, one person that actually truly believes in the project, even if they're not investing in it yet, because it was a college event, it was a college IRL event, like one person that actually believes in what's going on and actually wants to help people in Web3, wearing your merchandise, actually believing in the project is worth 100 people that like just are saying, hey man, I support you on X, or you know what I mean? One person that'll actually be like, I'll stand up for you in a crowd, that person is worth 10 times as much as anyone else. And people like, that's the other problem. Everybody's chasing numbers and views, and right. If you look, I'm looking right now because you brought up the Cato thing. I like to, chime back in on things you've touched on. Like, there's dudes on here like with 300 followers in the top 10. Like,
exactly.
that shows that
It's quality.
If you have the quality and you have like he's not getting the most views, but his posts have to be quality. And that's gonna, like, I like the AI. I'm not a huge fan of like AI robots and all that, but like the AI thing, one thing it is gonna do, it's gonna like hold people accountable. Like, if
it's
you
the first time that you're seeing hard work being paid off. Like,
right. And if you look at that say list, like, you have to scroll way down sometimes to see some of the names you would think you would see, and it's like, oh, well, what have they been talking about? They ain't been talking about say, right?
Right. And like,
then,
about them because they're in spaces, because like of this or somebody talked about, or they have a reputation. But it all the time. It isn't the perceived value that you're hoping for. It's not like just showing up to somebody's weekly space for me isn't enough, especially if they always bring somebody else into the conversation, or if like when you have some space hosts, they just never know what to talk about. Like I'm like, how do you have that? Like I literally spend time throughout my day taking notes of what's relevant, what's being talked about, what can I bring up for talking points if it gets to a point of dead air. Like in Radio 101, you don't want dead airs. If it's dead air, you just start talking. Like who fucking knows what it is? Just say something, you know what I mean? But I see these guys come in there, it's like your value, if you can organize and orchestrate and produce, that's one thing, but you need to partner up with somebody that can deliver. You know what I mean? That's the other part of it. And that's where you start to find these people within the community. That's the kind of thing where I like to see the value. I start to look within, like, people say I got to go find somebody to do my editing. I'm looking right now actively for somebody that can edit videos. And I don't want somebody that's going to say, I need $10,000 for your fucking a 1 minute video. I want somebody that says, hey, I would love a chance to edit your videos because I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to share with my friends that don't have the time as well and be like, come check out my guy. Like, he does a great job with my videos. I'm sure he can find some time, hit him up, work it out. Like, that's where you start to build within a community. If we constantly outsource to something else, you constantly say, oh no, it's built over here. Or, oh, go check it out. This one's doing better over here. It's like, you miss out on the people that have like spent their whole life getting good at these little niche things. Like, you never know what's there until you start asking. So I've got 20 to 30 people that hit me up on DMs I've never spoken or talked to. And I know that there's, way more people within Say that have the ability. And it's just, I have to wait to find the right person that connects. Like, maybe they don't want to stream. Maybe they don't want to be vocal. They don't want to talk about things, but they know how to edit. They don't have, like, they like doing that shit. I downloaded a video from the conversation yesterday because I wake up this morning and it's like, everybody's starting to see this yaps and it's starting to make sense. They're seeing, you know why? Because there's a dollar value next to the fucking.
Yeah. They added a dollar value.
So now everybody's like, how do you get this? I'm like, are you fucking not paying attention? Like, I've been posting about this for 2.5, 3 weeks, exactly how it's working. And last night I got 6 or 7 yaps in that time span. It's directly correlated to the shit that I'm doing. It's not just me snapping my fingers and it's like, ta-da, yaps are coming up. Like,
right.
It's because the people, like, sure, some, like, if the top people are just glazing you over and over and over again, and I have half your yaps and I've never broken past a certain threshold, what's that tell you?
I'm not yapping.
Yeah. No, D-Rap's not a yap. But like D-Rap is D-Rap's a builder. D-Rap's a builder though. He ain't a yapper, but he's a builder. But like,
that's
we talked on the
thing.
first. Yeah, we talked on the first space though. We talked on your first say space that you ever had. We talked in that this was a thing. In like one of the things that I mentioned, I was like, the first thing I did, I took a screenshot of the people that were in the top 25 before they knew it was coming.
Right.
The flashback. Like, who was out here talking about Say? Who was repping? Who was building community when they didn't know? You get what I mean? When there was no Kato. And now it's the next level past that. Now there's not just Kato. Now there's incentive. So now you get even the next level. They're like, oh my gosh, there's money to be made. How do I do it now? But like those people don't understand. Like, I know like what it takes because I pay very close attention. The amount of effort you have to put in to get in the top 10 of those yaps is not like a small thing. Like, it takes.
Well, there's a difference with the leaderboard and the yaps.
Well, yeah. But I mean, to get up that
publicly
leaderboard,
show you who's all getting how many yaps, and there's only a certain amount each day that are released to the public.
Right.
Like, and the other thing on top of that is if you have a Genesis NFT, like Kato or a Kato Genesis NFT, you're gonna, like, you already have like more chance to get rewarded on that end. So it's even harder to earn yaps. Sure, you can work your way up the leaderboard. I have no idea why I'm falling down or staying where I'm at with the leaderboard. I don't know that metric where I'm fucking.
Well, there's a bug. There's a bug, man. Just the last week. What happened was last week is completely taken away, so it's skipping over that. And like,
that's what I was looking at because there's a couple people.
Yeah, Bando reached out to, like, Bando's down. Anybody that had like a huge week, not the week right now, but the week previous, like it's showing a 0 for that week. So it's just hurting everybody's stats, but it'll okay.
That's what I was looking at. I was like, that averaging looks off. Like, I don't understand it. But my impressions on an engagement and the yaps, those all are going and trending up. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is something's off here, but it does reset every Sunday. So I'm like, interested to see at Simply Chillin' tomorrow, or not Simply Chillin', Simply Chillin'. But we've had the Simply Chillin' section. So give me 1 second, guys. I want to play this real quick. Just a reminder for some of the spaces and stuff we got coming up. All right, so that's Overheard. We heard Mikey McCow, right? Is that how you say his name?
McCoy? Is it McCoy?
McCow. I don't know why I said cow.
Mike.
But he was talking about this.
Think
So
about that moose NFT.
yeah, that's what it was. Well, I was looking at this boxing thing earlier too. It was like one of those snapback things where it has the spring, so it goes that way, and it was called Cow Gab. I was like, Cow Gab? What the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. But anyway. Side note. Let me bring this up real quick so we can all take a look at this. Maybe we'll start doing just a fucking chill and chill kind of catch up with the markets kind of thing on Saturdays, because this isn't too bad. But this right here, guys, is Overheard. It's time to let your voice be heard, backed by Redacted. When they were in space talking about this, basically it was like everything's tracked, it's heard. There's no doxing. This gives you, I think, an ability to be a little anonymous and say some things and share it.
It just sort of veered from there. Once censorship was so bad,
The big tech companies censor our speech every day.
we put in place the system, and it just sort of veered from there. Once censorship was so bad, you can taste it.
Always without supervision or transparency.
Trust in media has fallen off a cliff.
And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like.
If you don't police your platforms, we are going to you.
That's a very serious freedom of speech issue.
The government is telling us that we need to censor true things. It's like, this is a disaster.
Censorship is an outrage.
The big tech companies censor our speech every day.
We put in place the system, and it just sort of...
Yeah, there's two sides. There's two sides to this.
What do you think of this thing?
There's two sides to it. I think fuck censorship. That's the first thing. Like, there shouldn't be censorship on what you're going to say, especially in blockchain. The whole point of blockchain is to be decentralized and not be censored, right? To allow the token holders, control of the network. So fuck the censorship, first off. But like, I'm not exactly sure the concept. Like, to me, you shouldn't need to be anonymous to voice how you feel. So that's my other
I
side.
agree.
Like a lot of people like go on a live space, or like here, this is recorded maybe, right? Is this recorded too as
Yeah,
well?
it's recorded.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So like they come on like a stream or a space or whatever, and they're like, is this recorded? I don't want to say that. Nah, man. Like,
I think that's very weird. And then when people do that, I pull my phone out and I press screen record instantly. So whatever they say, I always record that.
Got him.
Every single person. I'm letting you all motherfuckers know. If you got something to hide and you want to be sneaky, I've got it. I've got them all.
And that's pretty common, and they'll like, and even some won't say it, but like, if the space is unrecorded, they're so much more free and willing with their opinions. For me, like, record the shit out of it.
Character right there. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
record the shit out of it, and I make posts like, go fact check. I've never deleted a single post on my X. Go fact check. Go look at it all. Go. I used to do challenges because like in crypto, you're kind of like, what's the best way to put it? You're like, it's the opposite of like the legal system, right? Like, you're guilty
Right.
until proven innocent kind of thing, right? So like, I used to do like giveaway. I'll be like 100 say giveaway if you can go find a post where I misled the community or and people would go look and they would try to find, and I'm like, you didn't find one, did you? Because they ain't there. and just funny stuff like that, just messing around. But like, I think the Overheard thing is going to be okay, but like SocialFi in general is kind of, I don't know.
Well, it's
it
something
hasn't-
that is going to be I think that people are going to pick up on it more and more over time, especially when they create more opportunities like this. So I'm going to take a look into it. I'm definitely here to talk and support, the stuff coming over to say that's new. One of my
100%.
biggest things that I could say from, doing Solana Made Simple was doing Simply Shilling every single Sunday is, I mean, my goal right now is to get back on track with that. Since we're in I call these building phases, regardless of bull run, bear run, you're in a phase of building and bringing the best builders, and you need to start talking about people doing things. So what I would always do on Simply Shilling around the same time, I'd bring 3 different projects on at the most of average number, I guess. But we will talk about what they got, what the contribution is going to make to Solana. Why is it, different? Just gonna vet them a little bit, give them a chance to talk about what they got, use the platform that I have to, share with everybody else. This is what I learned from the guys that are at the top bitching about meme coins that they do not do anymore. They don't care. And that tells me that they're past the point of tech. This is just a money game. Like, how rich can I get? And then I'm out, like, at a certain point, like they're not talking about SocialFi. They're not talking about D-apps. They're not talking about fun games.
What is SocialFi exactly, though? Because I don't understand it. What,
that's
platform?
That's the problem too, though. Like the SocialFi, like that's the thing. Like, what is it? And like they're trying to get, what they're trying to do, DREF, is get people from like podcasts on like Spotify or like broadcasts on Twitch.
Yep.
Like not necessarily the overheard guys. They're doing maybe a little different, but the SocialFi aspect, they're trying to get like the Web 2, like podcast and video and streamers onboarded into Web 3. But like, there's just like Twitch payouts, they have, some people have millions of subscribers at like $7 a piece, right? Like the incentives that are needed, like I don't think there's sustainable ways to do it yet, or they haven't figured it out, right? They haven't solved the puzzle to be like, okay, we don't need Twitch anymore because we have this, right? Like, no matter Kick made something, right? This is all Web 2, by the way. But like other platforms, even on Web 2, have tried.
Kick is funny you say that, because I worked with the team Kin, which was the token for them, and I actually went out to LA and helped do a party with, or not a party, it was an event with Baron Davis, I think. Yeah, Baron Davis, the basketball player.
Yeah, he used to be a really good player. The Wizards,
or
the Warriors. Warriors.
I got to go out and meet him out in LA, and he has he released his cereal thing, like his product, but it was sponsored by Kin, where people could go in. I had them download their wallet. We would load them up with $20-$30 of Kin. They would go straight to the bar and be able to use that and transact with crypto and buy and tip with crypto through this app called GetCode. Well, through Code, and Kick definitely was something. I had those guys on. I went out to dinner with them. I want them to work with me with IRL events when the time comes around. I tagged one of the homies from Say, because he was like, man, I think it might have been Say More. He's like, I feel like I got to come down to the States. That's where all the action is. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to come up to fucking Canada. I got my boy Tact, dude Dan out there. I got Josh. He's part of the Kin and the Code team. But the rest of the Kick team, all of the homies out there, like they're building stuff out there. And on Solana specifically, but their idea is peer-to-peer cashless systems and integration. The belief of what Satoshi Nakamoto had with Bitcoin, like their underlying, look, Frog, you'd like to take a look at this. It's Ted Livingston, it's Kin, and the app is called Code. Okay, look into if you got any questions or whatever. I mean, I'll send you some content, kind of breaks the stuff down, but I really like their team. It's the same builders. Kick used to have a team of 60, 70 people, and they brought it back down to 15. So it's a very, very close team, and I don't know, cool shit going on with them.
I definitely will. I like projects that try to keep in. It probably is obvious, without me even saying it directly, but I like projects that try to keep to the original design of why cryptocurrency was needed in the first place, rather than let's get all this Web 2, let's just make Web 3 Web 2. No, we already have Web 2, right? We need something different. That was the whole point, right? We needed transparency in transactions, we needed decentralization, we needed speed, right? So I think
trying to turn the volume off on this thing and look at it.
Yeah.
No, we definitely need that, and that's what made me think about Ted and that team over there, because that's a lot of the conversation.
For sure, it sounds good, and I like. Not saying big teams that can't get it done, but it's the same with anything. If you go to, if you're talking about startup companies, right, or projects that are just getting going, if Amazon hires a 10,000 person team, you don't have the same connection and organic building as you do from a group of guys building in their garage, right? It's just totally different. And to be, I guess, more clear on that point, because like everybody in here has knowledge, like everybody even knew who Baron Davis was and everything else. That's what I love about having conversations with people that know more than just numbers. But like,
For the record,
like,
guys, hold on real quick. There's 40 people that are watching, and we got one on YouTube. If you guys want to be part of the conversation, you can simply come up. You can see that Frog doesn't have himself shown there. It's just a PFP. You guys can do that too. All you got to do is press that button and rock that out. But you're more than welcome to join in. We have 7 other seats available. You guys are more than happy to come in and take part of the conversation. What we're going to do, since we don't have enough for a bracket, and we could play the game if you guys come in and can stream, but that's not the point. What we're going to do is basically preview the project that's coming on Simply Chillin' tomorrow. That's Overheard. They're going to be building on Say. That's why we're kind of talking about what they have, speculating on the project. There is a little commercial right here we're going to take a look at real quick and I don't know, get some feedback.
I think they're doing a good job with their media and stuff.
1 second. It's going to be loud.
Yeah. I know. This kind of stuff is good though. Oh.
All right, I'm going to pause it right there. You guys saw what I saw, right?
It looked like a Telegram thing.
It looked like incentivized messaging.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Well, hold on. Let's go back to this point. He said it didn't finish what he typed out. I'm tired of our voices not being heard. Or overheard. Can I be heard here? Is this the new app? Can I get rewards? Can I be heard here? Okay, so we got that. I didn't see this before. I'm glad we're watching this one. This is kind of tight.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't looked this deeply into it. I'm glad we're looking at it.
Me
too.
neither. Animation is pretty good also.
I was writing this down. I was like, let's start previewing the projects that are coming on Simply Chillin'. We'll do this on Saturdays while we're just hanging out, or even after the game or something like that. It would be a good conversation. Not being heard or overheard. You know what I mean? That's what makes me think that.
Right.
This thing's skipping like a motherfucker right now.
And then when he hits this, there's like a little +1 though. Yeah. It's a little like
coin?
Yeah.
So is that a hurt coin?
+1. Points? See?
You're getting scores, or you're getting points from your interaction. I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely gained a coin somehow.
Hold on. Am I digging too deep on here? Was that a black alpaca, like a black sheep of the crew?
I don't know.
I blinked.
Am I going too deep?
I'm a deep thinker, but I think you're reaching on that one.
No, I mean like the black sheep of the crowd.
Yeah. You're the outlier. Yeah. No, I get you.
Look, hold on. Hear me out. Let's look again.
You're right.
My fucking tin hat is on, baby. Let's go.
I think they're killing it with their promote. Like this animation is great. Like I think they did great with this.
For sure. I'm excited to talk to them. They seem like they're about it. They're like,
That's the thing. People are visual people nowadays, bro.
Yeah.
If you show them this,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, pause it for just 1 second.
Say pause it.
Yeah, just for 1 second. Like that right there, just like what just happened actually made me rethink what I said earlier. You remember how I said like I think everybody should be willing to like come and say it on a recorded space or whatever?
Yeah.
That's mostly for people that are building or trying to, do something. Like I would love to hear what people have to say about the frog token with the mask on. So that is actually
everybody's already masked up.
Well, I guess, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if somebody is afraid to say, "Hey, I don't like it because of blah blah blah," like, and they will say it on here, that would be great. Yeah. That would be great. Because
instead of having to make an alt account,
I want legit feedback, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. If somebody's like, "I don't want to speculate on this, but I can put it out there."
Well, let's say somebody's like they have some dirt on a project, or they don't like this about it, or they're afraid to say it. But then on this thing, they're anonymous, right? And the characters in the thing, they put a mask on. They put a mask, and then they started typing. So like they can literally go on this platform and like not have any like ties to themselves and be like, this is why, But people are still gonna like fact check it. So like. you
No,
know.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, but like that could be good because like maybe people have information on things and they don't want to be like the whistleblower, you know. But on here, they'll go on here and be like, "Hey, you might want to check this out. This guy's holding like 20% of the supply, or you know, some shit like that,
Right.
right?"
Yeah, I mean, you could fucking be the whistleblower and stay anonymous. You can be the
Right, right. And I think more people are willing to blow the whistle if they don't have to put their face on it.
fucking snitches. No, I'm just kidding.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, like, I think you'll get more honest feedback, like on this platform, right?
I'm
Like-
all right with the transparency when it comes to my money. If somebody's fucking my game up and somebody can tell me ahead of time, like, yo, you're about to go into a trap, I want that person to tell me. I'll be completely honest with you. Like, those are those situations, like, fuck you, don't snitch. No, bitch, fucking protect this shit for everybody else. Like, it'll pay you back forward in the end. I promise you. Maybe somebody might get mad, but you know what?
It depends what you consider snitching, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
that's
Some people will call it that, regardless. They'll be like, stay loyal to the
Yeah.
game. I'm like, yo, stop, dog.
No,
Maturity comes in.
Right.
Part 3, we got to fucking.
I know.
find-
Wait. Go back to that. Go back
Hold
to
on,
that
hold on.
end. Go back to that end real quick.
dissecting the shit out of his animation. I
Yeah,
love
we
it.
got to dissect because I think they brought something back that I really like. Go back a little farther to the screen where he was tapping on the one that got like a huge amount at the bottom, like 100 or something. Yeah,
the likes
Okay.
and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, but like
Alright.
it looks like you can vote it down too.
vote it down.
Yeah,
Vote it
yeah. I
down.
was gonna say, that's a good pickup. That's like the
Downvoting.
Reddit.
Yeah,
So it's a dislike. Yeah,
yeah, because like we're stuck in this culture where like slap a like on this, slap. Everybody's just going around slapping hearts on everything, whether
So
they
you
like
can
it or
take
not.
down their legs.
Yeah, you can take it down. Like, like get on there. If you don't agree, yeah, like if somebody posts some bullshit, be like, nah, send it down.
and it takes it out of algo instead of like bringing it up.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Send it down, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
are you guys
Get
going
outta
to be
here.
available to come into Space tomorrow?
What time is it?
It's at
11, right?
10.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to be there.
Okay, I'm just curious, just because it'll be funny to hear some of this. Like, we were looking. That's good. That was a good catch. I like that.
Because they've removed that from everywhere. They
Yeah.
like they had the whole snowflake effect or whatever.
All right, let's.
I kind of feel the same about that as I do participation trophies. Like, no, you didn't win, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude. If you lost, you lost.
you lost. Like, you need to go back and practice, and then maybe you can win a trophy next time. Like,
All right, let's see what other kind of media they got. Damn, dude, these guys are hurt over there at Solana.
Yeah, they are.
You know what's the craziest thing? Like, the only thing I've been buying has been Bitcoin, and it's been the safest bet.
Well,
Like, I know,
the safest bet since the beginning of crypto
It's probably-
is
yeah.
is Bitcoin. No, it's Bitcoin, and it's gonna stay that way. Bitcoin and Ethereum are here to stay. Everything else is still.
speculative. Oh, this is it, right?
That's the same one, is it?
Yeah. I think so. I think they don't have part 3 out yet.
Okay, got you.
I messaged them. I was like, yo, check the live. Where's part 3,
Who's
dog?
who's the one person they're following?
Elon Musk.
Say.
Yik Yak.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because
Who is
they're
this?
the creators of Yik Yak.
They're the app.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
got you. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Let's take
Yeah,
a look
they're
at
keeping
this.
it. They're not following anybody. They're just playing it.
We're college club. Let's see the sentiment of these guys. Facts on major. Okay. Okay. These guys are really nerdy. I like it.
So they're trying to bring Reddit into Say.
It's got like a
Okay.
Reddit vibe to it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
and like it's even like showing itself more now because he's like these guys are really nerdy. Like, yep, Reddit. This is what
Yeah,
this is what you
exactly.
get. Yeah. I have a Reddit. I'm not hating on Reddit now.
I got Reddit
Yeah, I
too.
got Reddit.
We gotta stay tapped in.
I've had Reddit a long time.
All right, let's just search them for over.
Holy shit. I just looked at our the tournament high scores. Stamina broke a bando.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's why he
Stamina.
can't play. He said he couldn't play today because he's been sitting here playing all fucking night.
Nah, he said he had to do something with his kids at a certain time, so
Yeah.
he asked for like a time frame. He was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll last maybe like 2 to 3 hours." So.
Stamina's kind of an OG. I didn't know he could game like that though.
You may have
Yeah.
seen many people posting about a new project called Overheard. And right now you can join a waitlist which involves over 10,000 people already, including me. The referral link is pinned in the comments if you want to use it. But what is Overheard? What we know that it is a project coming to the Say blockchain, and their ex-bio is saying it's time to let your voice be heard, which makes me feel like this might be something like a SocialFi application or social media platform on Say. Also, their bio is saying baked by Redacted, which maybe means that they were
Oh, is Yik Yak redacted?
That's I would say. Yep. It's known now, but it wasn't known. Got it.
Right. Okay.
baked by
This-
the Say Foundation. We don't know, but make sure to join.
I wonder who connect. If we could take like the connections from Say Foundation to Yik Yak, where that connects.
In the waitlist and also follow Overheard on
What
X
is
to
Yik Yak
stay
exactly?
tuned. If you like to
This
support
guy
me,
here, though, I would like to say this guy here in the video, he's
Trench?
been banned. Yeah, but he used to be Daniel, and before that he was something
Yeah.
else. He got literally banned twice. That guy's like Trench Grinder's a good name for him because he was up to like 5K followers and got banned twice, and he's still out here grinding.
Damn, dude. I don't understand how people get banned, bro. Like people were talking about this in the chat, and I'm like, I've never had a ghost fucking thingy. Like I don't get banned. I don't get warned. Like I don't do fuckery ass dumb shit. Like
Yeah,
I
I
post
don't
a
know.
lot. I'm active as can be, but I don't ever have that thing of like, oh, I've been banned.
Well,
Make-
the only reason I know about a lot of them is because some of them come to me that when it happens on Say, because when I launched the Frog token, I launched it without any socials, and then I made the X after I launched the token, right? And then I started doing giveaways right away, and I got suspended 4 times in a row, bro. 4
Yeah, because you look like a scammer.
Because
The
the
algo.
algo
You
was
spam a lot and all that stuff. Yeah, you
Yeah.
look like a scammer.
Well, like I was giving like $20 away, and people were retweeting the shit out of it, and it made it
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I got unsuspended all 4 times, and now I'm completely like what Sean said. Like I can post whatever I want whenever I want. I can get on the timeline and just fucking type as fast as I can type, and nothing happens. So I don't know how.
So I bet you
But
this
it's also
has
is pay to
something do
play
with
also
that
now.
right here. This says confess the yak anonymously. Who knows? You might get featured on our main. So if you said something in a school, like this is like a school fucking
Thing, yeah. So
like community kind of thing, like an online community or something.
Yeah, I would agree with you, DREF, on the pay to play, but like I noticed.
Sorry,
in
I'm
this-
just completely investigating nerd shit.
No,
right
you're
now.
doing
Guys,
good.
continue.
I'm following both. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
multitasking. Yeah. The pay to play thing, I fully thought maybe that was like a huge thing, but like that Kato thing kind of opened my eyes again. There's a couple up there like Bobby, who's a huge like person in Nigeria and Say ecosystem, Bobby, and a couple other people that don't have check marks that do like massive amounts of posting on Say.
Oh,
every single
really?
day. Yeah.
that's interesting. Because I feel like I'm
What?
shadow banned right now,
Okay.
but
Well,
it's-
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know how that shit works.
Just check shadow ban test and it'll tell you. Like I checked mine the other day just to see like why the Kaito was going off, and I was like, this ain't me. I'm not doing anything out of like pocket. So that's why when you said there's a bug, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So this is definitely the Yik Yak is a completely like high school kid kind of thing. It's very like a safe place.
Yeah. I
Very
feel
true.
like Say is very. They're going, and I touched on this earlier. I think it's very. I kind of like it. They're going very grassroots. They're not going for. They're looking for new builders that are passionate about Web3 and want to make a career in it, right? And I think that's good. Like
Yo,
you got-
what is this? This says that you plan on masturbating and send it to your roommate. This way you can tug fat ones without fear of being. What the fuck is this shit, dog?
Pause.
Wait a second. Is this
Walk
the?
up to each one of your TAs and punch them in the throat. This will assert dominance and let them know to give you a good grade. Learn vape tricks when you. Oh, they're vape cabal. If a bouncer doesn't accept your fake ID, you want the bar just say I have a gun. What the fuck is this shit, dog?
They're bringing a different kind of energy though. That's cool. That's cool. We don't have a whole lot of that on Say right now, you know. We don't have that energy there.
That's decentralization right there.
Yeah, that's
This is fucking funny.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not all about that specific stuff that you're talking about, but
I don't
mean,
think they have anything to do with overheard. I think it's just the builders. But I'm looking at like
you're
who's
digging in.
building
Yeah,
your product. You know what I mean?
you're digging in. Yeah.
This is funny.
Yo, send me the link to the shadow ban test because the one I found
I got you.
is my account doesn't work. It's not live actually.
The one that I use for everybody, he's probably gonna send you the same one. The one I use checks everything. Checks reply ban, shadow ban, checks everything.
Pretty much. I don't know what this one is, but I'll send it to you in the chat. So I don't know.
I've been able to help everybody that has got suspended for like something like that get their account back. The only one I haven't been able to help there was recently just one Joker. He was like a top 10 on the Yap board. Yeah, he was out here grinding and he got hit. And I tried to help him. I even reached out to a couple friends, but I don't know what happened.
Is it because they don't have premium accounts or do they?
He had a premium one, so I don't know.
I don't know.
We filed a really good appeal. I reached out to a couple friends, like everything, but like he swears he didn't break any rules, and like I'm inclined to believe him because he's out here grinding. But like I don't know what happened. He had to start over.
So it sounds like a Socialfy app. Sounds like there's maybe the Stay Wallet or D app situation. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be exciting.
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime you can do stuff completely anonymously, there's going to be a ton of degen shit. So like, there's going to be degens running it, you know, like for sure.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. Like, I'm not hating on that.
Funniest thing was I got into the Telegram and I was immediately banned. I was like, what the fuck?
Get him out of here. I know that name.
And I sent it in there. I was like, yo, I got in, but I'm banned already. What happened? They started just laughing. They're like, they should let you through in a minute. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was going to talk. But
oh, man.
It was funny.
Yeah. There's something.
All right. So that's fucking covered.
I know. Yeah. I know more about overheard now than I did before, for sure. I hadn't really looked into it at all like that. The Yik Yak people, I didn't know any of that. And I didn't I watched the clip, but I didn't diagnose it until just then.
I know Say had them under space this week, but I was at work. I couldn't really hear and all that.
Yeah.
Got you.
Well, I think I heard it or saw it on the timeline, and then that's when I was like, let me look into this a little bit more. And I reached out to him, that's what I want to do. I want to start going back to, talking to projects. So I know you don't like to talk D-Rap, but I would definitely like this, set up a time for a Sunday where you can come in and we can get a crowd. And
all right, put it this way. I don't like to talk, but I can answer questions and all this stuff. You know what I mean?
That's what I do. And that's like literally where I found my strong set was for, hosting spaces, because, streams weren't around back in 2022 and early 2023. Like, you didn't have that opportunity to do the same shit. So I would bring people up, and most of the times you would have founders, and I found that they don't know how to carry a conversation and keep it going. So that's where I say to people, like, I look into your project so I can ask you questions like, yo, first things first, website looks great. Very, very vague, not a lot of information. You have to really think if you're trying to study it, but it keeps you entertained. You hit all of the marks like that. Let's dive into this a little bit. If I didn't do that legwork, hey guys, I saw that you guys are building on Say. What are you building? You know what I mean? That conversation already sucked.
You're a really poor interviewer at that point. Like, you're expecting, like, if you were interviewing me, you're expecting me to carry the entire thing for you on your own show.
Yep. And like, there's people that they host spaces, and it's like, I got these guys on here. We're gonna give all this shit away, and so what are you guys doing? I'm like,
what are you guys doing?
What the fuck? You just all right, whatever. Do the giveaway, play the music. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I've always wanted to have a talk show, like a radio show. Wanted to have a real fucking conversation. So honestly, with the way things seem to be going, the bullshit seems to be kind of like getting scraped to the side. There's going to be people that win and lose in every different realm, but it's creating that opportunity for, like I said, people that are putting in the hard work. Like, when you look at these lists of people's names and you, like, This is the seriously easiest hack. If you go to the leaderboard, I don't have this being shared on Kaido, and you just look, do I want to get in something that's pre-TGE? So Kaido, I'm working hard on this one now because I haven't focused on just Kaido and what it represents. Now that they have the announcement of white paper, so on and so forth, it's like I'm kind of inclined to think like, hey, maybe I do want to think about this. Now post TGE, everybody was talking about how Berachain's going to be, through the roof and go crazy. I don't think I've heard anything about it since fucking it went live or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Just
well,
like about 50%.
what's the problem with all these like smaller chains, right? Like Say and stuff, the liquidity, right? Well,
Yeah.
Berachain is a new protocol called proof of liquidity. That's what they use as their consensus, right? But
Mhm.
like, what's a proof of liquidity chain if the community's not willing to put forth liquidity? So it's a problem, right? Like, so I don't think they're a failing chain, but I think they're, I think they're need time to grow for sure. And I don't know whether I haven't looked totally into it. I think 3 token systems are rough too. I mentioned this on a morning show. Like they have a Bera token and a BGT token and a Honey token. People have enough time understanding one token.
What is that like for the gas exchanges and all the different shit?
Yeah, they do like different tokens for different.
No, dude, not a chance.
And like too many
I
people.
don't even like the 2 addresses on Say. I can't wait till they drop the Say all the way off.
Yeah, like that's like just that alone. Having the 2 addresses is extreme, like a pain point where like people are like, "What do you mean I
They
have
stop
to do this?"
right there. They're
Right.
like,
Yeah.
They're
And
like,
like when you have
I'm
3
good with what I got
tokens.
here. Yeah.
Ugh, 3
You
I've
only
literally
need
had
it.
Solana and people say to me like, "Yo, when they drop that off, I'll be more interested." I was like, "For real?" They're like, "Yeah, I don't feel like fucking dealing with this." I was like, "Fair enough."
Yeah.
That's
you
good
need
feedback.
the one address for the sex, and that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
CEX.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever.
I know that, but they don't want to hear that. Like it,
Right.
it is what it is, and I get it because when the
Well,
thing
the
is, this is the problem. If you don't know that, if you don't make yourself educated and aware of that, it's a detriment for you because when the chance comes that you have a wrapped anything, you can do exactly what I did last summer. I had like 3 or 4 grand in Solana that I had kind of in a automated fucking trading thing with Cyberfrogs. It went up like 40, 50%, and then it came all the way back down. So I only had like 4% profit at the end of the day, but it didn't give me back Solana. It gave me wrap Sol, but there was nothing that said unwrap this before you do anything with it. Like, because Phantom, it just shows it as Sol. It didn't say W Sol unless you were looking at your tokens. When you're looking at the amount, it just said this is the value in Sol, and it was smaller. It says W Sol up there. But if you're just thinking I'm getting my Sol out, I'm sending it. I sent that to Coinbase, not thinking like there might be different addresses, there might be different things. Because if it was, let's say USDC, clearly you can send it there, but you can't send USDC on Solana to a Solana address. You have to send it to a USDC Solana address, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how that works.
So
but it's
if
a
you
painful.
don't have understanding of that, like you're going to put you at a detriment. So the people that are like, "Oh, I only want one address," I'm like, yeah, but if you don't know this, you'll never know until you make that mistake. So for me, seeing that there's 2 addresses, I had a little bit of an issue with the wallets I was setting up. But once I straightened that out and understood, like, all right, this is native Say, this is Oct address with EVM. EVM is easier to tell people what's EVM. It's the Oct address. It's the OX. That's okay, great. That's the one that you're going to want to be sending so you can do all your transfers, your NFTs, yada, yada, yada. But if you go into a centralized exchange, they're going to want the SEI in the front that's connected to your wallets. If you need to link them, there you go. But people that are here, they'll take the time. People that are just set in their ways, it's hard to get them to go anywhere because they're like, "Oh, I'm good here." But I just personally think accessibility is so easy right now. Like, why not look and learn and just kind of just put yourself in a position with the DeFi. Solana should know that DeFi pays. So if you get into DeFi early and forget about it and let it cook, typically you win in them situations.
They just don't want to. They don't want to exit, bro. They don't want to sell their Solana for some reason, man. Well,
yeah. Well,
hey, it took me 4 months to
Yeah.
really pay attention to Trey, but the thing about that was like I didn't take any of the hype. I didn't take any of the extraction part of it. I probably would have 100% because I would have been thinking, Solana's where I'm at. So like I didn't do any of that shit. I came in, when it was on its way to the all-time high, and like I wasn't buying anything. I was just collecting at that point. So like I didn't have much. I just was onboarded literally at the perfect time, and then it goes straight back down. I was like, oh great, this is where I want to be. This is the perfect place to fucking start a fire. And you just work your way up from here. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Things have been dope.
This is the greatest chain to build on if you're willing to put in the hard work and stuff. Because
It's
like
an L1. I mean, it's got the
Yeah.
opportunity to fucking really, set the standard on how to build. Like I always said, Solana is great and it has everything you need, and the DApps, popularity, the investors, yada yada yada. It has the mind share. But the thing is, if you don't give these smaller guys opportunity to do something here, if it's completely controlled by the people that have made it into the cabal situation we're talking about, like if it's only going to be Jakey and Ansem and those types of characters to be the face of Solana, people are going to get tired. They're going to build somewhere else because it's annoying. It's like, yo, you've got so much. We don't care that you're wasting this much now. We would rather not see that. Like, what game are you guys supporting? How are you bringing people into this? Like, there's been so many games that have been promised and projects that I've diamond handed, and I've never even seen a one lap be played with their fucking racing game. And I got called a hater, a futter, because I asked all these questions, like, hey, what's up with the game? Meanwhile, the guys that went to the Breakpoint and said, oh, I played the game, it's sick. It's like, well, show us.
That's it.
Yeah, but did they really play the game?
No, they fucking didn't. Because
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
game.
saying. Yeah, right, exactly. And like that's what I mean by the
I'm
old
an asshole
school.
for calling these people out and like being a dick about it, but I'm like, bro,
They're the asshole. They're
fucking playing you like a fool.
Yeah,
or
they're
you're
projecting
all
it.
of us like a fool because you're with them. Like one of you two are fucking going down. That's real life scenario. So when you have like somebody like me that's just, I'm not out here to hurt anybody. I'm just like, yo, don't fuck my bags up. And if anybody in my community is getting played, I'm gonna be like, yo, nah, fuck that shit. Like you need to be somewhere else. Like I was in a project Badcat a long time ago, and I supported the shit out of it. I went out and did graffiti. These motherfuckers didn't give me the time of day. They barely brought me up to speak or to talk about anything that they're doing. And I got in an argument with the founder because he was like, I don't need to come on space. The community should do all of this. I said, bitch, you are the community. You are literally like the head of this. You need to be here to support and talk about what's going on. If we're struggling together. You created this project. You took every penny into your own wallet and did your own thing with it. And like I said, if you're making another project before we finish what we're supposed to be doing here, you're taking liquidity and like just making a cash grab for us. This should be an airdrop to the community that minted out your collection. Or when I said paying people to change their traits is fucking like raping them, bro. Like you can just draw it.
Scam. That's a money grab.
Yeah. I was like, that's the most bullshit. And everybody's like, no, you're just, I'm like, no, dude, why the fuck are you going to pay somebody for a trait, pay a transaction fee for that trait for an NFT that does not go up in any value because now anybody can have any fucking trait? That's the dumbest shit in the world. And I also showed him, I was like, go ahead, release your fucking trait swapper. Watch how easily I can Photoshop that trait onto my fucking thing. And no one's going to tell the difference. They'll be like, oh, that's sick. I didn't know it was live yet. And I was like, it's not. You can just do it yourself. It's a picture. And that's why I try to tell people this is the misconception that NFTs are fucking the valuable piece of art. No, they're fucking not, dude. If you look at the NFT, that picture is tied to a URL, which is tied to a server. And if that server doesn't pay their rent and stay live, that NFT will not be there. That token will not be available. It is a token at the end of the day because all of that shit is gone. If that liquidity isn't there for it, you have a token that has no value. It's tied to it. Like that's the old token standard. And that's why liquidity with SPL 404 on Solana had to be created so people could figure out a way to provide liquidity for that. You can buy the token that would incentivize the price of the NFT at the exact same time. The other way around, it was just a URL that you were, assuming was always going to be there, and that's not the case. There's projects that disappeared, and if you click on that NFT, it's like a question mark. It's like that shit ain't there. You're beat.
Yeah.
But
well, a lot of the NFTs as we know them right now, the bigger ones, right? I'm not gonna call names because I'm not a huge NFT guy, so I'll probably misdirect. But like they're like I don't know if Cabal is the right word, but like it was all created from like the original holders and then like a bunch of FOMO. But
well, that's the thing. You're spot on.
The communities that are launching NFTs now that I will tell my own. Like I consider frog holders literally like my crypto family, like I won't recommend any single frog holder to buy something I want to put in my own wallet. If I won't put it in my own wallet, I don't want you to fucking buy it. So like the Moose NFT I gave away the other day, I would have not put that on my fucking page if I didn't believe that was project had some potential. You get what I mean? Like I own a Moose myself, so I'm okay with that. But like you got so many people out here saying buy this, buy that, go do this, but they're not willing to buy it themselves. So why should you be willing to listen to him?
I
That's
do
what
the
I.
same thing with my giveaways. I'm not gonna give you something if I don't believe in it, or
Yeah,
either in the
yeah,
project or in the founder himself. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. And there's too many people out here saying, I believe in this. Go do this. Go do that. And like, I'm not gonna mention like which project because I don't FUD people like that. But like, there's projects even on Say where they're like, man, I really support this project. I've been buying the shit out of it. But I watch on-chain analytics like a hawk. There hasn't been a buy on that token in fucking
Yeah.
3 weeks. You're lying, bro.
And
You're
I
not
don't
telling the
understand
truth.
I'm just not one of those people where it's like I have that disposable income where I'm gonna buy the shit out of something and just have a nest of it. Like I'm one of those people where if I have a surplus of money, like I'm gonna put that into liquid staking tokens that are gonna earn me something the whole time, or I'm gonna put that into a DeFi position that my money's growing while it's just sitting there, rather than I'm gonna put all my money into the most volatile, liquid fucking opportunity that I have. The only time I did like something like that was when it was Mad Lads and they were at like $1,000 USD. Well, 1,400 is what I paid. It was about 100 SOL at the time because SOL was $14 per SOL. I was like, this is great. I'm throwing it on here. Like this is my Hail Mary play. I don't need to buy another thing if this goes the direction that I hope and wish and think. So when March 2024 came around, I looked at the situation. I was like, well, looks like this is time to sell. This is $24,000 NFT. It's only a picture tied to a fucking thing. And when I looked on CoinMarketCap for Mad Lad NFT, it came up like MLAD as a token, and then it showed me a chart just like a fucking meme coin. I was like, this is a meme coin. This is a fucking token. This isn't like the value of this is because of the supply is so small and it's monopolized. There's people that have 50 of these fucking things. And like this whole entire thing is only here because they're holding that. Like I realized so quickly, like, yo, when you hit your mark, you hit your sale price, execute and don't look back. And like stay friends with the real people because that's all that mattered. For me, it was never PFP that's going to make a difference. Some people suggested me change your PFP so it's more noticeable, recognizable communities. I'm like, no. Let them fucking become friends with me and understand these are the underdogs. These are going to be here. Like we're not playing that game of like, oh, you fit in now. I'm not that cup of tea kind of guy. Like I don't give a flying fuck about that. That's
you could
weird.
say everything in the world is a meme coin that has value then, because a collectible, if there's a population of 100,
if it's tokenized, I guess you could.
I mean, but in the same concept, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah, yep.
Not necessarily blockchain, whatever.
Well, that's the difference of a collectible. A collectible doesn't have to have like a collectible is a liquid. You buy it, it's gone. You have to have somebody else willing to provide you liquidity for that asset if it's collectible and a sellable good. So that's the only way that comes through. But when it comes to a meme coin, this is a smart contract that allows this thing to be bought, sold, and trade swapped, right? So that's why it goes in meme coin tier. People try to front like, oh, I have this NFT as a collectible, but it's not necessarily a collectible because if the server, again, if we go back full circle, that server goes down, you don't have that product. It's a non-fungible token, right?
Well, it depends because Arweave is on the blockchain too. So if you have it on Arweave, it's not going down. So
if you have a what? A RWA?
No. If you have it on Arweave,
yeah, the protocol.
The protocol, it's not going down. It's just I'm just saying
that's
everything holds value depending on who holds it at the end of the day.
Right. But the thing about a meme coin, that's tied to just the digital and the NFT side of things. Like if the likelihood of Solana going down all the way isn't really big, but the chance that it goes down for a brief period of time, you're valueless at that point. You can't exchange that token. If you had that token, that card, or that asset in real life, that asset can be tokenized and you can still hold it. You know what I'm saying? That creates the value where you can. It doesn't matter about the liquidity. It's about who's willing to pay how much. Like that's where the art part comes into. This is a collectible. This is a tokenized collectible. If we rely on, like Frog was saying, and my strong belief on, if I go look at any project on Sol, there's clusters of whales that have accumulated so much of this fucking collection because they know if like 10% is held, it can't be dropped at a certain point, and they can make tons of profit after a certain selling point. You can also set up ladder sales where all the way up, like I'm selling for 0.5, 0.10, 0.15, 0.2. Like until you're out, but you've extracted all this liquidity.
Yeah.
If somebody starts
And the same people are making all the money.
right, exactly, and if they see that the trend is to sell, well, all they have to do is set up, in the order book sales where those bids get filled on the same thing, a ladder down. So now they've controlled the market all the way down, and they'll buy all that back up with the same price that they just made on profit, bringing it back up to their ladder back up, or maintaining that floor price. All it takes is a couple people that are in back chats. Think about how much money Easy, fucking Jakey, Clemente, they just pool together their funds alone. They could sweep the shit out of a ton of projects and do the exact same thing. If I can think about it, somebody's executed this, and there's probably a bot that can do this as well.
Yeah.
It's
the
not
NFTs, the NFTs of the future, right? I think will be like the ones DRAF is doing, like the ones Operation Safe Place on Say is doing, like the ones.
I'm interested in that one too.
Because like if you have an item that's on chain and then you can level it up by playing a game, then sell it for value. There's profit to be made for everyone. And that's the whole the Operation Safe Place, like, and you could do the same thing with DRAT with the Celestial Flutters. Like if you can get an NFT on the floor or a free one, and then through your own hard work, level it up and then sell it for more for a profit for yourself, that's a win.
The problem with that is like the heist. If nobody wants to play the game and there's only people that are playing with certain, like the best assets, nobody wants to compete. It's like pointless at that point. So there you run into
the
that
game got to be fun.
Game's got to be good.
Incentives.
Yeah. Game's got to be good.
100%. But I'm just saying on a case that I can show you, like there hasn't been a lot of success with gaming, in my opinion, from what I've seen. And I mean, go look at the timeline. Not a lot of people are talking about gaming on Solana at all. You have to go to that corner of the world. I mean, I refer to NFTs. I refer to this whole space kind of like model train sets. We all, build our own fucking setup, and we are the only people that care about that shit. The average person's gonna be like, very cool. Going to the living room now,
right?
Like it's cool, it's impressive, and deuces. It's only valuable to the people willing to buy or spend the time on it. That's where we're at with NFTs, sadly, but that's where it is. And you can say you can build an IP. How many people have been successful with that? Very few. There's more connections being made in the communities. Like I see the value in your token and this friendship because I think that will open so many doors. When time goes on. I know that you're going to be here. You enjoy talking about crypto. It's not a matter of, did he buy enough of my token? Is he one of my favorite holders? Like, is he a whale? Should we bring him up? There's a genuine reciprocity of like, I like this space. I'm fucking with you. With DRAF, it's like, I saw the cool game and an opportunity to play it. So I was like, I might as well get in here and, help out with this because I don't think a lot of people know what to do when it gets really boring here. And it's like, come fucking play games. Like it's super simple. Like that's it. And I think the space is going to be better if you have a community hangout. If most of us went to the mall when we were younger and kind of hung out the food court in the arcade. Same thing. You give people a place to go to, like, Field of Dreams. You build it, they'll come, right? So it's you built something and look at it. Did it happen right away? Maybe not. You didn't push it as much either, but I saw it and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm playing it then, and let's hang out. Like we know what we're doing over here.
Well, I
believe in when the time is right.
Yeah. Well, and the way you're doing it, DRAF, like it's not instant success, but like you're getting the feedback you need early before you're finding the bugs early before it's mainstream. You're when the time comes where people are like, holy shit, this is really good, and the FOMO happens, you'll have all this already ironed out, and that's like on Solana, right? People launch a game and if there's bugs and shit, everybody just dumps it right away. They're just like, fuck it, we're gone. But like you've had the time to like work through it. You even made like a special mode we could all play and have fun, like the tournament. That's great. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Look at shit! The stamina above Frog on the leaderboard.
He snuck in there like.
How many times did he play? How many times? He had to play a lot. That score is crazy.
That's pretty wild.
He had to have a very good loadout.
Dude, he had to been crushing it, like had a steam down and everything.
He's an OG.
But yeah, like this game here, like that Sean's playing, like the fact that you can have you can be your own NFT right there, shooting, the enemies, and then you can level that up. That has some value. Like, I guess I only recommend NFTs that are more than just art, you know? Like, the art isn't enough for me. Like, if you just want art, like, this is old school, and I'm gonna catch a lot of hate for it, I know, but like, if you just want like a picture, just go buy one and hang it on your wall, right? Like, I don't know, like, just the
No,
art.
I'm with you on that. Like, I used to be very, very high into the NFT side of things, but once I like enough drugs to do that to you, I guess. Enough.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about art and being on the blockchain is for proof of
Collect-
ownership. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's the thing I like about it. And honestly, like, that's why I'm not completely off of, you know, are NFTs worth it? Like, I want a collection. I don't want a project. I want people, you know, of the underdogs. And I want it to be representative of people. Like, you know, Froggy has a costume that's on my list of things to do. Probably going to put a butterfly costume on there because, like, those things I like to see. It's like cool NFTs that have, like, oh shit, that's fucking this thing. Like, I always like Mario and those little costumes, and it makes me think of that. And I like seeing flaws like that. So it's like, as an artist, I look for inspiration in things that I like to do, and I would be doing, you know, whether or not somebody paid me to do it or not. You know?
Right. Yeah.
But like, you're on there, and it's like,
My problem with the NFTs were, and this comes from a guy, like, let me preface this by saying, I faded millions and millions of dollars of NFTs. Like, if I would have, because I've been in this space, you know, like I didn't buy the early ones. Like, I could have been multi-million-dollar NFT holder, and I faded. Like, so, like, this is unbiased as it gets. Like, I still don't believe in them that much, because like even the top NFTs, people are using them for like tax purposes and shit to hide money.
Yeah.
And this and that. Like, I don't know. I love NFTs that have real purpose and like have a use case, and then like the community is solid. But like, just to have an NFT as like a flex, like a Rolex, I'm not really a fan of, you know, that whole deal.
Yeah. I used
But
to be
I'm getting a Rolex
materialistic,
and
bro.
tokenizing it is one thing to do, because you could, like, this is an easy play, and this is like, how do you onboard somebody that's got a ton of money? I'm like, well, you have a collection of watches. Like, is there anywhere where you can send your fucking watch to get appraised and then get, you know, the crypto for it? And then if you get that, bridge it over to fucking, you know, your selected DeFi platform and put it in USD. Like, if you had a $15,000 watch and you can get 20% on it, you know, why wouldn't you want to take advantage of that if it's just sitting there and you tokenize it? Like, that's to me the way to tokenize things. Like, that to me would make sense. But you get to the greedy part, it's like, all right, well, I have watches. My name's Mr. Fucking Cool Guy. Let me make a token on Solana and make $1 million overnight. Like, what's the point?
It just clicked in my mind the thing that bothers me. So like the NFTs, like the original ones, right? The Bored Apes, and you know, like the OG NFTs that are worth a lot now. Like, I don't like that projects get to a decent size and then they're like, okay, let's make another collection and another.
Yeah, I
one,
don't
and
like that at all.
And another
I hate
one.
that.
Like that
All
takes
the art
away
starts
from
to
the
look-
original value of the. I don't know. I I guess that for me would be like DREF launches these NFT collections, and then like a couple months later he's like, all right, that game made me some money, now let's launch another one. Like, that's not cool to me, you know? Like, that's not cool. And I know he won't do
strategy
that.
for some of these people. Like, some of the art studios literally look at it like that. It's like, let's just rinse and repeat the same process, make new art, make a new collection, support these guys. And it's like, I've seen, you know, so many art collections claim that they're doing this thing, but literally telling the customers, like, well, just say, you know, if something happened, we'll make new art, we'll do a new release, and incentivizing them to rug the community. And like, I walked away from people, and then these people fucking told everybody I'm a dickhead, I'm this asshole. I was like, yo, I backed out of helping you after I was, because you sent me a message that said rug your community, and you were with it. I'm not hanging out with that. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I did not. I'd rather you just admit that you fucked up, like, rather than, you know,
One of the main like, I know this is just like, I don't know what even the word would be, niche, I guess, and stuff, but like, one of the things people like about the Frog token is like, there's no private groups and there's no like back channels or anything. So like people will come in the Telegram and they'll be like, I have a proposal for you, blah blah blah, and I'll be like, well, the owners of the token is all here, so go ahead. And some of them have the balls to actually do it, but it's very few, you know. Like I'm
That's
like,
funny as shit.
well, all the owners are right here. Go ahead. What's your proposal? And then they'll be like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, the community owns the token, so go ahead. Let's see if they like what you have to say, and they won't say shit. Everybody's just like, everybody that's like, oh, I can get you hundreds of buyers and promote this and promote that. They're so full of shit.
Yeah.
If you could really do that, why don't you have your own token? And why
For
aren't you
your own,
selling
exactly.
it? Yeah.
Why aren't you starting your own business with this?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Like, make it make sense.
It doesn't make any sense ever. Sometimes I like messaging them though, D-Raf, just to fucking for my own amusement. But yeah, it definitely doesn't make sense. Dude, I don't know how you go. I don't know how you go up and out. You went up and out of the map, came back.
Quick. Well, at least you realized it. He's like, hold
I
up.
was like, yo, get me out of here. Fuck.
Nah, that was a good move, though. Okay.
Definitely strike. Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna survive, I think, but the score's not gonna be that high because those two fuckers back there.
Yo, I figured it out. I got that on live now.
Yeah, but be careful because enemies could pop out also.
I got this.
He said, I got this.
I got this. This is gonna be a survival run for sure. Only 15 seconds, 2 hearts.
You should be able to.
Yeah. The only reason it's not gonna be that high is because the fuckers are still alive.
Nah, it's a good run for not killing the fuckers.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. 300 without killing them?
Fuck. It's just stressful as fuck right now.
Yeah.
I was going back for the last couple seconds to see if I could take him out. That was the best run answer for him on
that was a good run.
Good
on the upgraded tournament. I don't even go out high score. Is it gonna save it for me? Come on. Do I get that?
Did you?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Okay.
It was like 200 last time.
I need to bring that shit up. I'm done with this number stuff. Let me bring that up. I'll try to get. I don't know if I can beat that, man. I tried. I had what, 6 runs. The
I
other
don't
night or
understand how you guys get 3x of what the fuck I just had. That's insane.
it's just like the main thing is
That
just
shit
killing
ain't
the
fucking
fuckers,
easy.
bro. It's just killing the fuckers. If you kill the fuckers, you get extra 300 right there. You would have been at 600. Something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was close on killing that one fuck. I was kind of aiming on him, and then like I started just dipping. I was like, nah, I'm on the fucking run now. Like, I'm not doing that.
So for me, if I have a Tesla coil, I'm trying to level that up as fast as I can, and get the shoddy with the extra bullets also. But the Tesla coil will help out because it also attacks the nearby enemies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Sean pays attention. Like he tries to pick up tactics. You know when I like spin around the fucker and shoot it like as I'm going in a circle.
Yeah.
I do that because the bullets go through and hit everything behind it too, and kill everything behind. See?
Oh, okay.
Like the Tesla coil. So like I'm not only killing the fucker, I'm shooting through the fucker. And
what I try to do is like run in one spot so everybody kind of follows this one section, and then I blast through the fucker and it stuns him. Then I drop down and I go back again, and then I go underneath everybody and try to blast everybody and redirect them this way, and then I'll go down this way, blast through them, because when you do the little fucking dash, it stuns them. They sit still for a second rather than shooting because they just keep moving around.
Right,
so, like,
right.
That gives you a second of freeze, and then you can dip and then redirect like your target. So if you get your gun up, like that's why I kept your you're up there now.
Nah.
Oh, I'm live? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, like on the first part, I just try to like. This is alpha. I'm gonna give you all the tips that I do. Literally, I'm gonna spill the tip. Like, so you want to try to stay in the middle as you can because you want to kill as many enemies as possible. Even if it gets crowded like this, try to use your dash. You want to be in the fight. If you're not killing something, you're losing. Okay, so you gotta constantly be killing something. So, and you want to try to stay in one spot. Like you see me moving back and forth. That's just habit. But like I haven't moved from my spot. You know, I'm holding my ground.
Right.
So like I'm getting the most possible like kills right now. So then on this, like it's tempting to take reload time, but always go for your damage early. So I'm going damage because the damage is what you need to kill.
It clears out your surroundings, gives you more time.
No, it's what you need to kill the fucker, and the fucker comes on level 4.
Okay. Okay.
So like right now, like if there's a big group like this, like you should dash through. I was talking. I was hitting my push to talk key, so I couldn't fucking. Okay. So then like reload. It's tempting again, but go strike damage. So now I'm like damaging things around. You know.
Oh,
So
okay.
So the fucker shows up. Like, okay, now here's the real alpha. Here's the real alpha, and the other players aren't here, I don't think. So they're gonna miss out. Like you dash through the fucker to do mad damage to him.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. That's why.
Watch. This is what I do. Like I shoot dash and then dash. Like I can't do it well with my push to talk key, but like that's how you.
Yeah,
I need to go off push to talk, but like so. And like this will like if there's people behind the fucker, you shoot like this, and then you can get what I mean.
Yeah,
and then you can dash and then shoot behind the fucker. Like this is not
Damn,
easy
you're
to
almost done one
accomplish.
you're like, and that's only been 2 levels.
Right. So like then I dash again.
Jesus
but, like,
Christ, dog.
But yeah, but that's how you do it. In like,
Yeah.
let me go again.
It's
Hold
not
on
an
one
easy
second.
way to do it either. Yeah.
Let me take my push to talk off and do it again. There
No,
we
that's
go.
pretty good though. That's pretty good
Let me
fucking
try
tactic.
Yeah. Like this is the only
Yo,
way
I'm
you
gonna
can break
go
it.
grab some water. You'll probably hear me, but you won't see me.
Okay, sounds good.
Yo, my fucking legs are so sore. I was doing squats. Like I changed up my whole workout routine with
But this mode is really good, DRF. Like the thickness of the mobs is solid. The reload, the buffs. Yeah, barely.
Nah, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this mode just like this for now.
Because to
Sounds-
get
yeah.
1,000 is like a absolutely like just goated run, and that seems like a good spot to have your benchmark or whatever for like elite run. And that's coming from somebody that's never hit 1,000. I've never even hit 1,000, but I think it's capable. It's possible. Well, it's proven.
Well, yeah,
Stamina-
it was proven, right?
Yeah. I've just never quite had that perfect run. Yeah. So here we go. Here we go into Fucker Town. Town. I got my push to talk off now, so I can
It was one of the runs I did to get 900.
Yeah.
I actually tried to level up fast, and then I shot at the fuckers at the end.
Okay. Oh, you killed him at the very end. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
at the
could be,
very
that could
end.
be a good alpha because your gun's stronger at that point.
Yeah, so it's just, and with the Tesla coil being strong, it's also still leveling up with the surrounding enemies.
Right.
So it's
The
just-
main thing though I saw people in the tournament failing to do is you have to dash through that fucker. See those huge damage numbers? Like you have to. Like that's a huge thing. Like if you have your dash and you don't go through, then you're wasting time, and that's not good. Uh-oh.
Yo, you know what's gonna be really tight is when I get my Ray-Ban Meta glasses and I can record content of us like live streaming like this for the for video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like POV, different like.
Yeah, exactly. Like almost like GoPro, but like a little bit different.
So if I can get this other fucker's here. So now if I can get a good upgrade this time, I'll be able to show you that circle tactic thing I use, and it's actually really solid. Let's see what I get. Do I get damage? No, I get reload time. But like you can do this here. Like you can circle and like kill everything behind. See, I'm getting all the stuff behind him too. But like my gun's not really strong enough to stay in the middle, so I'm gonna have to adjust a little bit. But if my gun was stronger, I could have stayed in the middle. So.
Yeah.
Like right here, my gun's a little bit stronger, so I can take on a little more. Don't forget to dash. I forgot to dash. Dashing does huge damage. And this is the second fucker here, so.
Yeah, you're about to crush them.
So there's like that's almost 800, and from here, this is the hardest part I have. Like this is the part I haven't. This is the part I haven't figured out how to get to break the band.
You gotta use your dash when you don't see anybody. You gotta go out there and look for them.
Hold down. I would hold down the dash button and just keep blasting.
Yeah.
Because every time.
Because I can get 900 pretty often. And
Oh, that's
but,
it
like,
right here. Look. Yeah, bam.
Yeah. But that run wasn't good RNG on my stuff, to be honest. But the start, you just gotta you wanna like hold your ground, chill, make sure you find stuff. The second alpha I have is when the fucker comes, he always comes at the same time on level 4. Dash through, always be dashing through the fucker. And then on the I didn't even see that guy. And then you got him. And then you on the rest, man, it's just comes down to like placement and skill, to be honest. Like there's no more alpha other than that.
Oh look, here I found a note card I had for some shit here. It says less Discord battle chips, happy, not chips are not cappies, froggy costume, chips with cappy hoodie costume for the Web3 underdog. Let's see.
That was from one of the very first spaces.
Yeah.
I was co-hosting with you, and you're like, "Well, Frog, do you want to say anything about your own project? You've sold everything else." And I was like, "Sure, I will." And then very ironically, the next time I went off the rails. See, like,
this is hilarious right here. Like my on the flip side of this, like I try to tell people for time management, this is what should I do. Like I take notes throughout my day on the side, and then I have work, read for 30 minutes, eat, lift, and laundry, stream, record content. It's like I just pick this up and be like, this is my day. Same shit.
My gun just sucks this time. This is gonna be a horrible run. I can't even kill the fucker.
So then don't go for the fucker right now. Try to level up.
Yeah, I know.
Cause like I said,
really bad run for me.
I had a bad beginning, but I still got strong enough at the end to end up killing both fuckers.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I should have adapted a little bit this run because like it's gonna be super low because I don't have any Tesla coil. I don't have any, my upgrades are just horrible.
You're leveling up slow.
Yeah, here's the other one.
Wait a
second. What?
Wait,
I got
what?
two. This is
You
horrible.
got two at the same time.
Yeah, I'm getting double fucked and I got a horrible weapon, man.
That sucks.
That's how you get fucked. For real.
You gotta,
Yeah, give me Tesla coil or something. Max ammo? Okay. I can kill one now, finally. But I still don't have a Tesla coil. It's like, usually all the stuff behind the fuckers right now would be dying with my strategy, but not when you don't have any. I'm determined to kill one of them. I'm fucking determined. One of them has to go. Did I kill one?
No, they're both there.
They're both stacked up, yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to dash through them the best because the mobs are... There we go. Come on, 7 seconds. I still haven't got one, I don't think.
Holy shit. This is like a my score.
Whew. See? They just wouldn't die.
That's
On that round, D-Ref, you're right. I should have went after all the small mobs, huh?
Yeah. Cause you're shooting one guy getting slow points. I mean.
Right.
Yo, D-Rap, I'm about to send you a DM with the Shadow Band deck.
Oh, where? Good looks.
Okay.
I don't think you're Shadow Band, though. I don't think you post much where there would be like, yeah, let's shadow this guy.
That's true.
The people that get shadowed are the ones that like spam repost or just like go through 100 different posts and type the same thing, like have a good day, have a good day, have a good day, have a good day. And that's how you get shadow banned.
I even stopped replying to my GMs. I'm like, hold up, yo, I don't know if this is causing it or not. So I was like, let me wait off a little
What's
bit.
your Robin Russell? RBIN?
Yeah.
SPA. I like that name.
This is a better run, but I still don't feel like this is a strong one. We'll see.
Alright, ROVINRASCAL?
Yeah.
That's not even coming up as a...
As an account, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. But when you click on it, it takes you to my account.
Yeah, no.
Woo!
What the fuck, dog? You're not even...
Woo!
Elon Musk telling me something?
You know what I want to do, B-Raf? You know what I want to do? Like, if you're cool with it, like make a little like montage of this, like with some music of like gameplay, and then you could post that. You know, that'd be cool. Or you should make a montage of the tournament. You know?
Yeah, I'm working on a website right now, trying to get shit like.
Are you making a website?
Yeah, I'm making it myself. Yeah.
I don't know if montage is a good word, but you get what I mean. Like a little like
yeah.
highlight, like just like okay, clip of dashing through the fucker, and then a clip of like some crazy escape of somebody, or you know,
Or like a crazy run, like or like yeah, like a
like
crazy exit.
Yeah, just cool stuff. Yeah. Well, did you adjust it again, or am I just getting horrible luck on my RNG?
Yeah. I haven't touched it.
I didn't think so. I didn't figure you did. Like, I'm just getting that bad of luck on my. I'm gonna have to get risky and just throw my life at these guys for a second.
Yo, if I got what I got for the creator round, knowing how much money some of these other people got, they got fucking paid today, bro.
The top guy.
No, it was only 95 of you guys, bro, and it was a lot of funds.
The top guy got.
I knew that was gonna happen.
14.
14 G's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it would have been a little bit higher, but that's still a lot.
The second guy is my boy Yax, and he got a decent amount, but he needs it because he's going to medical school.
But you can't look at it as USD. You're looking at it as say, bro.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I'm just imagining this at 70 cents when I got in here. In my
Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm trying to see.
Like my goal is right now is like get the equipment I need at like the best cost I can. And like I'm putting some away for community, like to do for giveaways and like buying some NFT projects, supporting that end, and like how to support some of my like streams and the campaigns that I'm gonna like put together. Other than that, I want the bulk of it going back into the protocol to support the blockchain. Like, that makes the most sense. Like taking some of it and all that kind of shit just to let it chill. But I'm also gonna talk to somebody that's been in here before that has successfully, done it.
Yeah.
Talk to the foundation, be like, hey, what do you guys suggest? Like, I want direct feedback. Like, I'm not out here to go get have a nice dinner. Like, I already went grocery shopping yesterday.
Right. Well, and that goes back to like what we were kind of touched on earlier. Like D-Raf, this game, it hasn't made him any money, you know. Like he's building it. Like it may in the future, but like he's doing it for the love of
you need to apply for the builder fund that they have specifically from Say, homie.
Celestial Floor is officially sponsored by Say Network Alpha.
Yeah.
I can't kill this guy yet. I gotta do it.
Announcement coming soon.
Wait, this is real talk?
This is real talk.
Oh shit! Congratulations, dog.
Good luck, bro.
I'm fucking proud as fuck to hear that, dude. I'm so fucked to hear that. I don't think you understand.
So whoever's listening or is gonna look back into this is first place that ever heard it, you know.
I saw the hat when you joined in. I was like, oh, that's a nice hat. And like, I was like,
this hat? Oh no, this is VIP hat from a while ago, bro.
Well, I think you told me that, but that made me think about the funding round. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna get into the builder round.
Yeah, I've been in the talks for a while with Jason, and it fell through. Yeah,
they've been telling me to do it, and I don't know, but I think I probably should. I feel like I'm doing my community.
You're prominent enough in here, dog. Like they appreciate you being in the space. You've helped so many people just be able to.
Yeah. I just like being able to say like the Frog never had any grants or fund, but like I feel like I'm also doing my community a disservice by not applying and getting money to help them, you know, grow.
Yeah, you got to take that. Who cares?
Like,
do you care more, or do you think other people care more? I guess.
Listen, bro. When you're making a business in IRL, you're out there getting loans. You're out there doing all this stuff.
That's exactly.
You're not gonna come out of pocket always, man.
Yeah. No, I agree with that because I do
need financing. I need an investor for this startup. I need I'm opening an automotive shop. I need somebody to help me get this place started.
Yeah. And that makes
you have a real working product. Like, look, this is why I'm talking to both of you about this. Not like, oh, I have an idea. Like, you have a real working product that you can show and ship, and it's like this is only getting better. I can't wait to see an underdog running around this fucking galactic space. Like, I know that there's updates coming. I know that he's constantly building. He's taking direct feedback. We had a space that make a tournament. I'm sure we can start to get people in here. And at the end of the day, you're always going to see me showing up. Go to the space for an hour with 2 people in it. Like, I'm showing up. I don't care what it takes, dog.
Right. That's the good part, yeah. But like, what got me like maybe convinced to apply for it is like, dude, these guys have diamond handed through the hardest fucking bear market. Like, I should apply and just, you know, if nothing else, just pour it 100% back in the, you know, just. Because I haven't been a part of any creator rounds, no funding, no meme coin madness from Saiyan. You know, our entire community is completely organic. Just the only people that own any tokens are people from the community. That's it. There's no team wallet. There's no marketing wallet. There's no, you know.
Yeah. Yo, after this round, do you want to wrap this up, or do you want to dive into some other topics? Or what do you guys want to do?
I want to do whatever you want to do, bro. I'm just chilling.
I'm chilling until I'm going out to get some like dinner later. So like I'm chilling for another 3 hours pretty much. So.
I don't know. I
don't mind.
I'm trying to think. I got a lot of shit I want to do, but I guess I could say this stuff. I want to dive into like a couple of things that have written down. I mean, I want to look at the Elijah OS and just kind of dig into more of what they've done and see how some of the integration with the apps, like what that seems to me, if I understand it correctly, from what I've been doing on the research end so far, is it makes, like when you have AI, there's always a delay. There's a little bit of a pause before you get your result, right? And supposedly, like with the infrastructure built on Say, the speed of that should be very minimal delay. And what respect does that create? Like on Say, I'm exploring that, trying to figure out what have they done before. Like, you know, like we kind of can look a little bit more at Overheard from, you know, their developers' previous experiences and like what they were aiming to do before, where, you know, why would they build an app? Why does it make sense? You know? So,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious on that, but I got a lot of shit I got to do. I got to order some things. I got to eat, and then I'm probably going to gym and do all that. But you said you're going out to dinner, so you probably don't do the Fight Night companion type thing, or do you want to try that later?
And the main card starts at 7.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how long I'm gonna be out for.
Yeah.
But if I get home in time, I'm down to do it.
Yeah, hit me up if you get back home in time, and if I see your message, we can link up and fucking hop it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Chill and watch it. Good. But some of those fights are pretty good. Like Andre for Valsky or whatever. For Valsky.
Yeah. I mean, I like Cannonier. He's
yeah. Like it should be a good fight all the way through. Damn, this is like a good skill. Well, you got better, but I thought you were going to.
Yeah, I just haven't got good RNG on my. This was actually a really good run. I just like see my strikes still low in my aim. I haven't been getting the good upgrades, but this was actually a solid run. Just didn't get good.
I was gonna say it looked a lot better than the score.
Yeah. Quit. Look, I'm still. Whew, look at that. 69 as well. Solid. 1069.
Word. Well, fucking man, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been about 2 hours in stream. I recorded the thing from yesterday with the Yaps. Guys, they're talking about this thing going from like 40 to 150 bucks, low and high. I'm thinking like maybe 75 bucks or something like that, $80, and then where it goes from there. Who knows?
Wait, Yap?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's like.
That means there's gonna be very little supply.
Key. And then the thing is, people, if you hold them and stake them, will that produce the Kato token?
Yeah.
Kaido token, whatever. That's where I'm like looking at it like, damn, dude, if I'm earning them and I'm finding a system that works and I'm connecting with more and more people every single day, growing and yapping more about like quality shit, and like I think there's people that take this as competition. They should be like, yo, you're killing it. What are you doing? Let me show you what I've been doing. Rather than, I'm going to get into like, don't do this nomadic by yourself shit, dude. Like that just shows your greed. Just shut up. Like,
well, the
there's
thing
no
is that
reason.
Kaido is only for crypto Twitter. It's not Twitter in general. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it depends what avenue you're looking at X in general. So like if you're trying to monetize X, you can't just look at crypto Twitter. You gotta look at the whole X.
But the thing is, I think
Twitter.
that Kaido will negatively score you if it's too much pushing on that, like what works for X type shit. So you have
it
to
depends how
decide.
you're looking at it. If you're only looking at it for Kaido,
Well, that's what I mean. You have to decide, like,
Yeah.
do I care more about like this incentive, like, because I think X's payouts will increase. I think that the goal is to consistently increase them. I think there's opportunity to capitalize on both right now, but I'm definitely pushing to get X monetization because of how I can schedule the frequency of me being involved and engaging. I know I can do that, especially with my job. If I was to work for a blockchain, it would even grow because I'll be available more. Like I have to delegate 4 to 5 solid hours, like almost uninterrupted for work to be done, but I can still manage to not have that all undivided. You know what I mean? So it's like, give me the chance to have it. All of my work stem from here. Most of this is by just showing up. Numbers would be hit. If I was pushing past that with effort, you know, the monetization comes in there because, dude, a couple $100 that can cover your basic necessities, not touching any income, bro.
It's clutch, yeah.
Like that's
car
the life.
insurance, bro.
And that's what people are sleeping on. The DeFi, they're sleeping on DeFi too. There's DeFi
Well,
protocols.
dude, you should talk more about the DeFi. We should schedule a space where I can share my screen and like walk through it, set up some DeFi since we have.
You don't even have to be rich. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like
a few grand can yield you, you know, a couple $100 over time, and that's a big deal. Like you can't make that in the stock market. You can't make that other
You
places.
can't make that anywhere. You can't put $200 or $2,000 anywhere, like in your regular world or somewhere as simple.
Imagine that for just playing a game.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just saying. You can literally flutter your way.
You guys are tripping. Yo.
No. That's yo. D-Rap, hear me out. Hear me out. Flutter your way to freedom.
Flutter your way to freedom.
You've been flagged, bro. You are at the fucking hotel bar. Motherfucker. He's been at the whole bar. Why am I playing so bad? Yeah, I'll take another one.
I am on my laptop. I'm not on my gaming PC, so yeah.
Well, that does. I mean, that has some implications, but hey. But nah, it's been real. It's been good conversation, good things to talk about. We got to look at Overheard, got to see the game, talk about just the market in general.
Tomorrow,
some of the issues I think going on with Solana, and I'm not saying meme coins should be ruled out, but when you have so much fuckery going on and nobody truly knows the truth about what's and who's doing what, and it just seems like some of the most successful people aren't having fun right now, and that sentiment I think will weigh on an ecosystem or a blockchain specifically, because some of those people are catalysts to move it to the next thing. You're seeing some of your favorite people saying, I'm going all in on Bitcoin right now. Like, it just seems like the right play because the volatility, the casino, the shit that's going on.
They're not having fun because they're over leveraged.
Fuck yeah. They're over trading, they're over leveraged, and they're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they've made millions, so they don't think it's a big deal. But there's a toll that comes with hundreds of thousands of dollars being gone.
Well, and you have people that, for lack of a better word, literally worship these guys and follow their every move, and they all lost money. So it's just a snowball of like, wow, this sucks, and that's where we're at. But the community tokens, I think they shouldn't be faded, but the first question you should ask is what are the plans for this token? If they say, well, we're just going to build what? Are you going to integrate into DeFi? Are you going to have staking? Are you going to have liquidity pools? Are you going to have
well, this is what everybody says.
I think the days of just
we're building. You'll see. We'll put it out. We're bringing it out. We're
yeah. Coming soon.
And I'm like, all right. So can you tell me, since I work with you? And they're like, well, the dev's doing his work. He needs. Shut the fuck up. You're talking.
Right. Yeah.
I've been around the block with hey, like, yo, I don't need anything. Come to my space. Let's talk about this. Give me an allocation to something or whatever, or pay me USDC because we're going to floor the allocation because I'm doing this for a job. They're usually like, okay, yeah, we can work something out. And then that gets to be the fuckery part. And I'm like, so what are you guys actually doing here? You know, like there was a trading bot that was like, yo, how many referrals can you get? And I was like, well, how many do you need? You know, and I told him I fucking got a bunch of referrals in, and like he had to pay me the money, he said, but the product wasn't damn near like finished at all. And that came back on me. I was like, dog, you told me this shit was legit. Like,
Not good.
you know, so I've had good, I've had bad, but overall, I think coming over to seeing the situation, like even my fucking colorway, I had to brand it with the red over here. It looks better anyway. Pops out at you. The red and white has a good contrast with the black and the dark backgrounds.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not ever gonna get rid of soul, but guys, like I mean, my soul move is LST, hold spot. I think it always is, you know, is gonna be a good play, but there you go.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, you know, I want more of the passive, just like saving it, kind of like hoarding that shit. That at this point, I mean,
I got my same merch too.
I don't have any.
I even flexed it the other day, just as a joke. I put it in Telegram. I put it in Telegram DRAF as a joke to the frog guys. I got a say sticker on my whip on the vehicle on the front, and it's been there for a long time. So like the OG frog holders, they know like it's been there since I launched the token. It's a big, you know, like up in the top
pretty
left of
awesome.
my windshield. There's a big say sticker. Yeah.
That's cool.
Dragon.
This is my same merch.
Look at the dragon. Dragons in the
You didn't get
building.
same merch in Miami, bro? I know you got same merch in Miami.
Nah, I do have same merch. A bucket hat.
He's got a
Yeah,
bucket
I
hat.
think that's the only thing that says
Yeah.
like second. Everything else is like
Yeah,
well,
like
the S3. I don't have like say branded, you know.
right.
Yeah.
They throwing merch around crazy over in Paris right now.
I saw that, but like
Yeah, seen
one
that.
of the biggest like things I learned from the IRL events is to bring a bag or like a suitcase for merch itself. Like, so I don't know, Mike.
Sure.
What I'm gonna try to do today is I want to have some stickers for the underdogs and for SMS, like kind of put them together just to give people something to come to that has like the schedule of spaces and streams and shit like that. So like it's all in one. And give them out to people. I'm probably not gonna do any kind of merch or whatever because I want that to come out of my pocket, like for the other thing. But I was considering opening up the store I had before. I made a Solana Made Simple store. I might as well just open up as the SMS store and then be able to go there for, you know, the Web3 stuff as well. Like this shirt was from. This is one of the other shirts I made was to keep going. I had a guy that was just making the stuff for me. I wasn't making any money on it or any receiving anything. He was just making sure that people had access point to make this at a point of sale. But I don't know who he is anymore. Like I forget his @. I don't know what he's up to at all. Like, so I'm just like,
We'll find him another event.
yeah. So I'll run into him at another point. Maybe he's watching right now. What's going on? Thanks for the
Hit me up.
yeah, let's talk.
There's some frog merchandise floating around out there. Not in the U.S. right now, but there's an IRL event with some frog merchandise.
But yeah, things are coming along. But yeah, I got a lot of shit.
The keep going thing is that's part of like the SMS branding, yeah. The keep going. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, like don't give up. You know, never fucking give up.
Like most of the shit this comes from martial arts, comes from the like my background. It's like it doesn't fucking matter how hard you got punched or kicked or whatever. Like you got to keep going. You got to fucking tap out. But like even if you tap out, you have to keep going. Like everything I've ever done in this space is directly related to the mentality and the discipline for martial arts. Because I've always said like this gives you the best foundation for business and for leading. And like it's either lead from the front, lead from the back, lead wherever you want to, but realize wherever you lead from, you need to notice that whatever your weakest link is where you should put your most attention and keep fundamentals a strong suit. Like all of these things are just such a core thing. Like repetition breeds consistency. Constant repetition, you know, carries conviction. If you're doing the same thing, you're showing up over and over and over and over and over again. Like despite, like I had 2 people in for a fucking hour, me and Trey. That's it. That was the conversation. We had like 50 some people on the live stream because I did both of them. Like most people shut up the space, but like it's a recorded space. You go back through, if you listen to that space about yapping and you want to learn how to get 6 yaps overnight, it doesn't take much effort. You need to connect with people, and that shit happens like that. Like
But that's the good part, because like the people that are gonna digest that information are the ones that are actually gonna be out there listening to it or grind, and the rest are sleeping. The rest are sleeping,
Yeah.
and like,
I
and
mean,
there'll come a
gonna
time. They're gonna come a time when people are like, man, what the hell? What do you mean you made all this thousands of dollars off Yaps? Why didn't you tell me about this shit? I
Yeah.
did like 40
I can go
times.
screenshot the conversation right now from one of my close friends, and I said to him, I was like, bro, I'm telling you right now, like, this is the earliest I can give you a heads up, and they have like 200 some people in there. These people never show up to my spaces. They don't support my content. They don't support me at all. Like, probably think I'm annoying and an asshole, and that's cool because at least you know who I am. That's good enough. But I know that they don't fucking show up on a regular basis ever. So I'm like, I'm telling you guys right now, regardless of your opinion, you should really take heed of this announcement. And like, nobody did. And I was like, all right. And I said to my boy Sativa, I was like, look, I know you faded everything else in here. You should really look at this one. You have mind share. You have a good product. You should really pay attention to this shit. I don't think he did.
Right. Yeah.
So here we are
Well,
finding out that these open up at $130. Like, you do the math, pimping. I'm like, I'm plus 30 at this point, and I haven't even broke top 10 officially. I've been close, but it's like, it ain't about that. It's about quality. You said it earlier. There was a dude with like 30 some people following him, and like, he's crushing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
For
I
sure.
don't know. Get in where you
For
fit
sure.
in.
One of the people that I onboarded into say only the dude with the alone with the snakes, he's up there and he only has like 400 followers or something.
Yeah, I see Alone everywhere. Word.
Dude's
That's
grinding.
my boy, yo. He brought me into his little alpha chat, and I stay in there and I support the shit out of
Oh
He showed
yeah,
up
yeah.
every
That don't
single day.
surprise me because you like us. You working hard, bro. You working hard. He recognizes real.
Dude,
And
he's
like
like,
that dude will show up.
yeah, he shows up every single, like 41 days straight with like the one thing. I was like, damn. So anybody that can do something over 16 days is impressive to me, let alone a week. And this guy's at 41. So we're at 10% on the iPad. So we are officially going to wrap this thing up. All right, guys. You have a good rest of your day.